Okay. So should be going live to Twitch and YouTube now. So I'm gonna pop this here and there. So all right. So everything should be going out live now. So we're gonna wait for Core One a few more minutes for him to connect back in, but we can go ahead and do a recap from our last session. So last session we started the game of death. We're on the planet of Eox. Uh, Everyone has gathered here in order to hopefully win some components to repair the ship, to let us be competitive in a relay race that's going to start on Eox, go through the diaspora, and right now we're all essentially competing on a game show for Zoe, who's a kind of the Bob Barker of the undead death games on Eox. He's kind of an over-the-top personality game show host. Everyone's gone through and kind of battled their way through this. Lots of interesting little tidbits. One of the crew members ended up meeting somebody who he knew growing up, and that guy Clint has decided to kind of help out and help you guys kind of get through here. Um, Other than that, there's been lots of killing, lots of exploring going on, and we kind of left off everything at a commercial break. So you got into this room with a bunch of different jail cells and started flipping the cell doors open, encountering some shapeshifters in the first room, who kind of held back and pretended to be a beaten up guard. And then as you guys are letting other people out, the captain kind of snuck into that room and then got attacked. And then kind of the last door you come to is another shapeshifter that happens to be trying to pull the same thing that they did on the first room. And you guys didn't really fall for it. Tossed a grenade in there, fried her a little bit, and where we left off on commercial break, they said, okay, hey, we're going to commercial, don't kill anybody, and you guys have 10 minutes to rest and relax. So everyone's been able to rest, recover stamina, if they needed to, and you guys have some downtime. There was going to be some talking. Some of you guys were going to talk to the um, the shapeshifter in there and kind of figure out what's going on and work out your plans. But that's pretty much where we left off. Everyone just kind of, deciding what exactly to do with this person that is, essentially signed a death contract to fight you to the death on this game. Um, and is pretty much an enemy at this point. But do you just straight up murder him, or do you let him go, or what are you gonna do? That's really kind of where we left it off. Uh, so what are what are you guys thinking right now as far as what to do with this character?
I was gonna try to do some diplomacy, see if I can convince them to maybe not be so negative against us.
And if that doesn't work, use them as a shield.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a diplomacy check. We'll see if we can get it to go from uh, hostile to maybe something a little bit better. Okay. I mean, you put forward some some convincing arguments. Hey, we don't really need to fight to the death. You can always make your way out of here. And she basically says, yeah, I've signed a death contract, so I have no real option in this. If you don't kill me, they will. So let's kind of like let's get it over with. But she's just kind of staying in the room defensively right now, not taking any action. So
I'm fine with just leaving her.
you're fine with leaving her? Okay.
Cal shuts the door.
All right. So you guys lock the door on her. She's locked in the cell. So not really all that exciting. The camera ghouls kind of like pan around you guys to see if they can get any any interesting shots, any interesting takeaways. Um,
Well, I'm gonna kind of whisper to the group, or should we leave this to the audience?
so you guys
So
can
you just want to
possibly,
murder her, don't you?
No, I don't. But I'm just saying, like, ratings are ratings. I was thinking a human shield would be a better idea, but if we're not going to be able to get her out of her cell, I don't know. We're trying to make the best show possible here.
that is true. That does make a good, it does
I
make
don't
for a
want to
good
end up on
show.
Zoe's bad side, as important a person as Zoe is.
Well, the objective was to make it through it, right?
And to
Yep.
get good ratings, though, that was the other thing.
Yeah,
Well, you can have your ratings.
there was a bonus if you got good ratings.
Cal would definitely not kill this thing just because it was standing there.
Okay. Well, last week, let's see, we had there were several things you guys were talking about doing, which was one would just you've already essentially wounded her. You could lock her in the cell. Another was there was a room back there, if you guys remember, that had blood all over the floor and a dead body in it. Someone suggested pushing her in there and seeing if whatever was in that room and kill that person was going to attack her. Basically, kind of using her to bait the trap, I guess. And let's see, what else was there? Or there was just, finish her off. So those were all
See,
three.
I didn't want to finish her off, but if it's something where we could get her out of the cell without having to finish her off, um, I thought using her uh, in that other room would be a good idea. I mean, she's already said that she would kill each and every one of us if she had the chance. So at least she'd have a fighting chance if we put her in the room, and that would be beneficial to us. So yeah, I agree, Cal. I wouldn't just shoot her standing in the room, but
So I mean, that's entirely up to you guys. If you guys want to convince her to go out and go into that other room, you can try doing that, or you could possibly incapacitate her and just toss her in there.
Try to do more convincing. Say, okay, well, if you're not going to help us, well, maybe you can just like extend your life a little bit and kind of go on over here.
So Corbin's just getting ready to jump in here. So let's he is asking me about the server connection. So there we go. And just so you guys remember, server connection's always in the Discord under our campaign. So there we go. Hey Corbin.
Hey guys.
Yes, Ken.
So we
How
were
are
What's
you?
just
happening?
we just did our wrap up of everything that happened last week. So we kind of got up to this point where, if you remember, we had a shapeshifter, one of those reptilian shapeshifters,
Yep.
in the cell. She has been wounded with a grenade already, and you guys were trying to decide what you wanted to do. One of the things that you said was taking her back and pushing her in that room with the blood all over the floor and the dead body. Another one was just locking her in the cell, which is where she's at right now. She's currently locked in the cell. Third one was just killing her. A fourth one was, leaving it up to the audience. Let the audience decide what they want to do. So, and there's just some discussion going back and forth on what you guys are going to do on this as you're coming back from commercial break.
I mean, if you do, if we leave that up to the audience, I think it's pretty obvious
Yeah,
what
we'll
they'll
have to kill her.
decide.
Yeah, the audience is going to want probably bloodshed, but you never know. I mean, it could the audience might just decide to, let her go. Not likely, but possible.
I guess the captain could argue that by letting her, by keeping her alive, you're setting up for more bloodshed in the future.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you guys could make a convincing argument for it and then let the audience decide. There's that, but there's also the chance the audience will just tell you they want her dead. Then, you either have to kill her or displease the audience. So, oh,
I'm
and
along the lines of convincing her to go into the bloody room myself.
so so
That's kind of what I was hoping for.
by the way, there was that box in cell 4 that had a red card in it. And you guys did notice that the doorway to the south had a red uh, uh, thing on it. Uh, the There was also a doorway. The very first doorway you came to had a red thing on it, and then back by that the room that was gapped, that one was blue, but it was red, but it was also glitching. So that one was the panel was kind of glitching, and the door was actually cracked open where you could see in that room. So,
Yeah, and we just saw some bloody remains behind the cracked door.
yep.
How do I get
So,
that map back?
oh,
Yeah,
let me.
I was just gonna say, my argument here is that like we seem to be getting further and further away from where our stuff is. So even if there's a door to the south, I think it might be a good idea if we do plan on investigating to look at like those first two doors, just because I don't know, it feels like we're getting very far into the quote unquote dungeon here.
Assuming that really is our stuff and not just a ruse.
True, but yeah, there. I don't know. At least there was the one that was cracked open, and then the other one was close. So I was thinking before we move on too much further here, we could maybe look into what those are.
Good idea.
Okay, so I've shared the map with everybody. You should all see it. Let me know if you don't. Who didn't see it?
I just need to make it a normal size.
Oh, okay.
And is there a way to like label what doors or what key card or glitchy or anything?
Um, I might be able to put some labels on here. I can drop some pins. I don't know if I
Yeah,
can.
you could drop some pins, I guess.
I'm just trying to see. I don't think to drop a pin, I have to have something to drop to it though. And
Yeah,
I've
you
got,
can take a note and just put a label on it and
yeah,
then
let's,
shift click or whatever it is. And
so,
so there's only one door glitching and it's the one with the blood. The other one just had a red screen. The one below us has a red screen. And we think we just found the red key card is what I'm assuming.
yep, that will be a red key card. So,
So I just made a little note on that one door. Does anybody see that, or is it just on my map that I'm editing?
no,
No, I see that.
yeah, you're drawing it. Here, I'm dropping
Yeah,
pins that say
make
red.
something better than that. But yeah,
So,
I
Well,
think I'm not
there's not a lot of ways to make a mark on the map in
yeah.
Fantasy Grounds. So
I'm good with just the writing. I mean, it does the job.
yeah, but it's with your mouse, and it's really sloppy.
okay. So there's if you can see the pins I dropped, so there's red door, red glitching door, and red door.
Nope, we
nope,
don't
we don't
see
Nope,
see
the
them.
we
pins.
don't
You
see
have
it.
to
Do I have to
you have to
share?
reveal them to us.
You have to
Yep.
share them. They turn
Uh,
green.
let's see. I have them set to public.
No, you have to right click on the pin on the map and share it.
Ah, there we go. Oh, well, that's handy. I didn't know if I threw them down there that it didn't automatically share them. Yeah, you learn
Yeah, if
something new
it's
every
Yep.
day.
red, we can't see it.
There you go. So now you guys have pins on there. So you should see where it says red door, red glitching door, and red door.
All right. So all of the all of the doors are marked red.
Yeah,
So if this is the exit, or towards the exit, I would say we should go back to the other red door that's not glitching. Because if there's a control to override the defense systems in the room with all the supplies, I'd say it's probably closer rather than farther away.
Well, I'd say that's an assumption, but we can explore those rooms.
That and the other thing I would say, I mean, so far we haven't had any problems, but the doors that we were unlocking were blue and this other one's red. So like if there's a way that like somebody could aid someone on their computer check, I'd probably try that cuz I'm just worried like these are going to be, you know, harder.
But we have the key card.
At least that's what we think.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep, that's right. I didn't know if it was like for all the doors or if it was like for a door. But yeah, we can try whatever.
Awesome. All right. So you guys are able to go back. So where do you want to start checking out? You guys can go ahead and move your tokens along the map where you want to go, and I'll have the camera crew follow you.
So are we are just going to leave her there? We're not going to try and convince her to fight her way out for us, if nothing else?
Well, if we're going to go into the bloody room, I was thinking of pushing her in that way, or convincing her to go in that one. But if we're going to go in the other door, then we can wait, maybe.
I was gonna say it doesn't seem like there's many other ways for people to come in on us, so we could like take a preemptive look here, and then if we want to use her, use her.
Well, right now she's locked in a cell, so she can stay there while you guys explore, or you can try to convince her to go. The only part is you're gonna have to try to convince her to get out of that cell. So you have to kind of figure out maybe more than just a roll. You have to figure out what a convincing argument is for her to leave a cell where, obviously you guys can just murder her, but she's there to go to
Well,
some place where you guys don't know what necessarily the danger is.
yeah, I think a convincing argument would be, well, you can stay here till they come and kill you, or you can, spend your last few minutes fighting.
No, you can give it a try.
Yeah, I think that'll all come down to the captain's persuasiveness here.
Yeah, I feel like something along those lines. Basically, like she could get a chance. Who knows? Something else will kill us later. So maybe she'd be the last one alive. We
Okay.
won't actively kill her unless she attacks us. Probably.
Yeah. And you could
Maybe.
say that you could always leave the door open so that she can wander around behind you if you guys are willing to do that. So
Well, that's scary.
yeah, you never know.
I'm sorry.
So is that something you guys want to do? You want to make that offer to her, or you just want to leave her locked up while you explore a little bit?
I think offering to let her explore, we basically won't actively kill her, and then she has the chance of maybe all of us dying at some point, but keeping her ahead of us.
All right. So let's do this. I'm going to just make a wisdom check for her, and that's going to be your difficulty on fixing this. So give me 1 second here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cal would bring up the screen on her data pad and kind of show her a layout of the place and what we've done so far. And like, we got these areas to explore. They're going to kill you anyways. You might as well pick a door with us and see what we find. If we got to kill you in the end or you kill us in the end, it is what it is.
Okay. All
And we're
right.
only going to
That
get
I've
theoretically for her to kill us. Like right now, we're as strong as we're going to be, probably.
I've got a sense motive. All right. And I'm gonna let you just make that roll. If you can beat her sense motive, how much you beat her sense motive by is going to tell me how willing she is to go do this. If you can beat it a little bit, she's going to be willing to possibly do something. But if you can get a pretty significant, let's say you can beat it by 10, then she'll probably go along with what you're saying. So,
Okay. For diplomacy or bluff?
uh, whatever you think. Diplomacy if you're going to be using the truth, bluff if you think you're going to be lying at all. So,
I think most of the truth, so diplomacy.
can I try to aid?
sure. Let him roll his aid then.
Roll the 8 first.
Yep. Eh, we're we're gonna say you're helping. We'll leave it at
Well, I
that.
mean, it's either I got a 10 and it's a +2 or it's not, right?
You're want me to
Well,
roll that visible or roll that in the
roll.
tower?
Go ahead and roll it out there. We'll see where you're at. You guys don't know what the difficulty is, so that's that's
Nice.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I will say though that reptoids are experts in diplomacy and sense motive. So it's a pretty difficult role, but you have a relatively persuasive argument. She feels like uh, maybe she would help you, but she wants to make a bargain. She'll go and she'll walk into that room and check it out. But if she does that, you guys essentially promise not to kill her and let her choose to stay in that room or wherever she wants to stay. So that's up to you guys.
Um, it's not any worse off than she is right now, I suppose. But we have to promise not to kill her.
Yep. She won't attack you. You don't attack her. She'll make a deal with you, and then she'll walk out and check out what's going on in that room.
Is,
But by going out and checking out what's going on in that room, she said that's essentially her death sentence. So she survives that one. She doesn't want you guys to come back and kill her afterwards, but she'll leave you alone.
do we know
Well,
anything
I
about these reptoids? Are they true shapeshifters? Can they pick any one of us and look like us?
Um, who was it that identified the reptoids last time? I mean, you
it's
guys
so
know
weird.
if you guys know it's a reptoid, you could, if you guys could make a life sciences check and see what you know about them, or possibly a culture check if you have something that lets you use culture to identify alien races. Okay, so Captain, that's a pretty good life sciences check. Um, so yeah, they can essentially they're masters of disguise and deception. They infiltrate societies, impersonate individuals, and they look for positions of power. They're master spies and shapeshifters. So uh, it would not be at all difficult for her to just turn around and look like any one of you.
I
This
say we
sounds
leave
really
her in the
dangerous.
cell.
So okay, so it's one
Because
vote.
if it comes down to us having to kill her, and then we made a deal that says we can't in order for us to get the parts we need, it's not conducive to what we're even here to do. So
Okay,
I agree. This is getting too complicated for the risk we're
yeah,
putting into it.
so you guys are just gonna keep her locked in her cell then?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Can anyone make sure this door is rigged and stayed locked?
well, I think it's got a button on the outside to close it. It was a cell door.
All right then.
Great. Yeah, so as far as you guys know, there was that control panel there that flipped open all the doors, and you didn't see anything necessarily in the cells from the little bit of time you spent inside of them that indicated there was any way to open a cell from the inside, which would kind of make sense. Generally, you don't, leave a switch to open the cells. But and
All
these
right.
areas they're used as kind of like a real life studio, but these areas actually could be purposed for any particular need on the planet. So it's not like you guys are inside of a TV studio. You just happen to be in an area that, has a jail and has some of these things going on. So,
So Cal would pull out a clip from her pistol,
okay.
take out an explosive round,
Okay.
and give one to everybody. So
Okay.
that, and then tell everybody that if there's more of these shapeshifters in here, you'll have this on you so that we know it was you, but nobody else will know that.
Nice.
Good. Good plan. Okay. So everyone just everyone has an explosive round they can keep on them. So now going back to it, did you guys want to open this door The glitching door?
Yes.
Did you want to try the other door?
Oh, I have a key card.
Okay. The glitching door, if you go to use the key card on the door, the screen fritzes out when you try it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, but the door is cracked open. So you could always just try to manually push it open.
Brute force it.
Yep.
I'm gonna switch over to infrared then if we're gonna do that and kind of slowly push the door open and see if I can catch any
Okay.
heat
You,
signatures or anybody hiding.
you remember that last time you looked in this room, there was a heat trail kind of going off to the back of it, and you still very, very faintly see that heat trail, but it's been a little while. It's probably been 20 or 30 minutes since then. So that heat trail is starting to die off. But yeah, there still is that trail going there. So you guys go ahead and are able to force that door open a bit. So let me do this. All right.
Is it fully lit in here, or with the
Uh,
glitching and stuff, is it
it's
darker?
no, the room is lit, but the lights are kind of flickering. So it's like it'll flash brighter, and then it goes down to dim. It's not lit quite as well as the other rooms, and so you got that, and you can start to see a little bit of there's some boxes in the back.
Okay,
All right,
I'm going
so
to
hold
let's
hold
see.
hold on 1 second. So we're uh we're going to uh, Tybin, go ahead and make a perception check. Gustav, you too. You guys are the ones that are in the room.
But what I was gonna say before that, if this is not powered,
Mhm.
maybe it would be quieter opening the door. And I was going to be sneaky about the whole thing too. So I don't know if it'll help or not, but stealth roll.
Yeah, you can try to be as sneaky as you can, but you know, powering open a door is going to be a little bit of a
Well, I thought it was a
it's going to make
glitchy
some
door,
noise.
so we were just opening it. I didn't think there was any power to open it.
Well, okay, yeah, there was power there, but the door was glitched. So, okay, so you guys see as you guys are opening there, you guys are seeing this rat-like creature just kind of sitting on a little box on the side of the room. And he's just kind of looking at you nonchalantly, like, yeah, whatever. What's going on?
Can we talk to him?
Yeah, you
Well,
guys can
somebody
talk to
should, not me.
him.
Come on, Captain.
All right. Well, I'll say, well, engage with him. Say, hey,
Okay.
what's up?
Well, so you can see basically there's this dead guy on the ground. The guy is just sitting there, kind of like looking at you as you guys are all kind of cautiously creeping into the room. He looks over and he says, "So you guys finally made it. You've been letting me sit here for what? Half an hour. Come on." And he just kind of like looks you each up and down. He's like, "Okay, so which one of you guys is in charge?"
Well, that'd be me.
All right. So he just walks right up to you and says, "All right, here's what we're going to do. There's this guy here, and he was being paid to kill you." He's like, "And I was with them, and I was being paid to kill you. But uh, I figure I was offered 1,000 credits for each one of you. Now, there's a lot of you guys here, but I'm not into it for the 1,000 credits. Here's my deal for you. You give me 10,000 credits. That's more credits than I would get for killing each and every single one of you, and I will let you guys out of here. And you don't even have to give it to me now. I will give you 10 months to get me paid off.
Does he finish his sentence before I put the bolt between his eyes?
That's where he's at. He says he'll give you 10 months to gives you 10 months to pay him off. 10,000 credits, he'll let you live.
So why is this
So,
sand creature behind us now?
oh no, that's the dead guy.
Oh, it's the body.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the body. As you guys get in there, you can see the body. Yeah, and I used the
Yeah,
sand
Yeah,
creature.
it's spinning. It's spinning like crazy. It's possessed.
So
Cal looks over at the captain and goes, "Wow, now we're being extorted."
No.
he's like, well,
Is there any way for us to
no,
judge how
norm. He
judge
just
how good this guy is? Is he
he
actually
he
dangerous looking?
he looks at you. Well, he's a Yosoki, so he's a rat man. So physically, he does not look very intimidating, but Yosokis can be very, very deadly. And one thing that he does say is, most people aren't willing to double cross Zoe, but me, I don't really care because I know Zoe's not going to come after me. And my boys are going to make sure that Zoe doesn't come after me. But you guys, I heard a lot of good thing about you guys. I'm willing to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Most people I'd kill them for 6,000 credits, but you guys, I'll give you that shot. You can get yourself a friend going forward. And it's only going to cost you 10K. Nothing big. You guys can do that. Yeah, nothing. These parts you're going to get are worth way more than that.
So, why is it that you murdered your buddy, and how did you get yourself into this situation if you're so confident?
I wasn't my buddy, first of all. My boys are here, but I didn't murder this guy. They just stuck me in the room with this idiot, and he wouldn't stop yapping. So yeah, I got sick of him and I blew his brains out. No big deal. And how did I get in this situation? I put myself in this situation because I wanted to meet you guys. There's been a lot of talk about you guys coming in here. You guys got a ship, and I go, hey, guys with ships who are making, let's say, some credits on the side. They might be guys worthwhile, guys that can kind of get things on and off planet. So I figured, I'll make a couple bucks, give you guys some tips along the way, and everybody walks out here richer.
Dr. Gray would like to make a
Good
sense
for us.
motive check.
Sure, go for it.
Cal
And
just
and
rolled
all
one.
anyone else that wants to make a sense motive check, just feel free. Okay. Yeah, you guys, as far as you can tell, he's fully legitimate.
Well, he may be telling the truth, but he's going to end up with 10,000 extra credits at some point for really not doing us any favors.
So, is there any oh, what's it gonna
Nice,
say?
Tyvin.
I seem to have lost connection to the host. I can't roll.
Um, yeah, it's weird. It says
Um,
you lost connection. It says you reconnected.
yeah,
Why don't you?
after all, I'm check.
Just give it a second.
So, what is it that he's offering to help us with exactly?
I think it's just basically that he's not going to kill us right
Yeah.
now.
So what he's offering is he's not going to kill you. And he said he would give you some assistance, but you guys are agreeing to pay him 10 grand.
No, but what is that assistance? I mean, not killing us is not assistance.
Okay.
What can he actually do for us?
Well, he says, so you're asking that from him?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says,
What can you actually do for us?
well, you guys haven't met my boys yet. So what I can do for you is not only kill you, but I can give you protection from my boys. And he's like, we're known as the plague rats. So anybody who is familiar with uh, EOX can roll a culture check.
Yep,
If
I
you
finished them off last week.
are you trying to give a bluff, you can feel free to roll a bluff if you want.
No, I'm joking.
So if you're familiar, all right. So Dr. Gray, you're probably familiar with the plague rats. Plague rats are essentially the deadliest living gang on Eox. They live in the underbelly of Eox, and they are really the uh, essentially they are the underground of the underground. So in Eox, you got the halls of the living, where you got all these people that kind of make a life for themselves on this undead planet. A lot of them end up getting drawn into and doing these death sport televised game shows and stuff. These guys are essentially the guys who the undead who work in the living city, or sorry, the halls of living. These are the guys that they fear. These are like they're kind of like the equivalent would be they're kind of like the Hutt family. They're a gang of Yosoki that live under here, and they kind of are the ones that aren't afraid to kill the undead here because the undead don't really mess with them. And their big thing is they have a network where they can travel in and out. They can get into places unseen. So they're smugglers, and they kind of run the underground here.
So I share that with everybody.
Okay. Do you share it out loud or telepathically?
I can only telepathically do 1-to-1, so I'll say it out loud
Okay.
for the people who don't.
Okay. So you basically kind of share that info with everyone. So you guys have an idea. So yeah, he's basically offering you protection from the plague rats, and he's not going to kill you, but he wants 10,000 credits.
How long is the protection good for?
Yeah, I don't even know why we're entertaining this.
Well, he
Cal's
says,
like, do we need him for anything?
he's like,
I'm with Cal on that.
yeah, he just looks at you. He's like, well, you could always give it a try, but it's not going to turn out pretty for you.
What about instead of 10,000 credits, we offer future favors?
Well, I got 6,000 credits if I finish you guys off right now, so you're already 6,000 credits in the hole. So what I'm offering you is
I guess
you
I'm
guys
your Huckleberry.
you guys are paying just a little bit more than what they're willing to give me, and I let you go, and you guys don't worry about me, you don't worry about my boys, you don't have any enemies, you're all good here.
Well, I'm not so sure about the credits. We can maybe promise some favors in the future. We can be mutual friends, but
Well,
What
yeah,
if we
you
Saying
don't.
is we don't ever tend to have any money.
Well, like I said, it doesn't have to pay me now. It could be 10,000 credits down the road. I'll give you 10 months to pay me. That's 1,000 credits a month. You guys got a ship going on here. You're gonna make way more money than that. That's not a big deal.
I don't have a
unless
sense.
we
Is that
unless we
true?
lose the ship. Yeah.
Well, so there you go. That's the guy's offer. He's offering you 10,000 credits, 10 months down the road, and you guys can go. Now, you guys could also just not come back to Eox and screw him. That's entirely possible. You don't
Or
have to.
just,
You don't have
like,
to hand him
take
anything
over
today.
Right.
I think we should take him up on his offer.
I was just say, growing up on EX here, I've heard quite a few stories about the shit that they've done and
Yep.
seen some of the bloody remnants of what they've done.
And they've got an extensive network on and off planet. While they're not while they're headquartered here in Eox, they have networks that stretch all over the place, and that's why they can get a lot of the stuff that's found here. They get it illegally out to other planets, and stuff that's illegal on other planets, they're able to get it here. So they kind of do a lot of trade back and forth. So they're kind of like an underground merchants guild of sorts.
Guys, do you seriously entertain the idea that he's telling the truth? Sorry, a
Yeah.
gang with that kind of influence, is interested in one ship so much that the leader himself lets himself get locked up here in a game for what 6,000 credits and
Yeah.
risk getting killed?
No, no,
Seriously?
he's not the leader of the gang. He's just the leader of a gang. So he's basically like a gang leader of his own. He's not like the head of the entire Plague Rats.
So growing up here, is there any chance that I would know anything or recognize anything about this specific individual?
Um, you can make a roll for it. Yeah,
Like
let's
culture, maybe?
you can roll culture. It's going to be pretty difficult to know the specific individual, but here, let me see here. Um, yeah, sure. I'll give you a chance. I rolled some percentages. You might know him. Go for it. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. This guy specifically, you know, he looks familiar, but there's the plague rats. They only allow Yosoki in them, so it can be a little bit difficult if you're not dealing with Yosoki day in and day out. But
Are you saying they all look the same?
I'm saying if you don't deal with them day in and day out, it can
Well,
be
what I'm
difficult.
saying is I subsisted as a
Yeah.
living death touch on the underside of, you
Yep.
know, the culture here for years.
Yep. No, the guy looks familiar. You might have actually done some business with him before, but he definitely wasn't a high up when you were dealing with him. So he might have been a guy that you've encountered, on the streets before.
So like
So
no reputation or anything like that that
not
you'd
not
know
a
how powerful he was.
yeah, not a reputation where you know how powerful he is, but he definitely looks familiar. Like you've seen this guy before.
Okay, yeah. I do know that like the plague rats are able to just massacre large amounts of people,
Yep.
so
And they're
I wouldn't put him past him to be able to take down 6 people with
so
ease.
Well,
so
and
so
regardless,
their
if
tactics.
he's a plague,
Go for
I
it.
was gonna say if he's a plague rat and we murder him, all the other plague rats are gonna know we murdered him.
Well, you're
Well,
doing it
yeah,
We could
we're
on.
just
on live
offer him
TV.
10.
Yeah, you're on live
Yeah,
TV
or
right
we could
now.
just offer him 10K and go on our way.
Yep. That's
Yep,
pretty
I'm
much what he's gonna give you.
And actually, while you guys are like talking about it, I'm gonna go check these crates out.
Okay. He looks over there. He's like, oh, I already looted those.
Anything of use?
Yeah, yeah, sure. I'll give you whatever was in there when we're done working stuff out here. Or you can always try to take it off my cold dead body. It's not gonna happen, but you can try.
I think we should make the deal. I think
I
it's beneficial to us.
I think we should not. I think he's just trying to make his reputation on tricking us.
So Cal put out a vote. Who votes on making a deal?
Perhaps with stipulations.
Are those X's for no deal?
Yeah.
All right, we have 3 for deal, 2 for no deal.
And 2 that I haven't picked.
Yeah. Well, one of them's the camera. So so
Oh.
that one of them's just the map. So we can ignore that one for right now.
What does the camera thing?
So all
Oh,
right.
wait. This would be a good audience vote, I guess.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys can always leave it up to the audience.
Yeah, let's go with that then. If we're just so evenly split.
The audience is not going to want him to not to make a deal. They're going to want us to murder him.
The audience is going to vote for murder, so that's pretty much straight up no deal.
See, I'm thinking down the road we might want their help.
Yeah, I think that maybe a negotiation of sorts. Maybe we give them money, but we can also become mutual partners of sorts.
I think it'd also be great to not have to worry about potentially being attacked while we're racing.
Well, okay, so let me say that part that I was about to say. So the anyone that's familiar with this gang knows that their tactics are essentially they just come screaming out of the vents, and you'll sometimes get like 20 or 30 of them that will just jump out of the vents and then jump on a single guy and chop him into bits and pieces, and just leave. So that's essentially it's kind of like a plague of rats just spew out from out of nowhere, and they just start hacking people apart. So that's their general tactic. So even if you just see one guy, it doesn't mean that there's just one there. But you guys are dead heat. So one of you guys can decide to change your vote, or one of you guys can decide to take a shot, or however you want to do it.
Dun dun
Well, if
dun.
we're not, it looks like we're not taking the deal.
Well, I mean, can we? Can
Dr.
I
Gray's
do
leaving.
some diplomacy? Get him to change the amount of money, same amount of money, and then we do a favor, like so 6,000 instead of 10.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say 6,000 is what he's being paid, so that would offset that. But then if he and his boys are not gonna attack us, they're also gaining possible future shipping from our ship. So I don't think we need to pay him 10,000 for that.
Can I ask, 10,000 credits? Like, how? I mean, so granted, we're paid what, 300 a month, or no, 100 a month. So that's quite a bit of money overall.
Oh,
But then,
you
how
you
much do
guys
we think the captain was making?
you guys make you guys make like 100 a week, and so
Oh,
you got to think the captain was making a profit. He was also not profit focused, and he was paying you guys 600 a week. So in the end, it's like 10,000 credits is a lot, but it's a lot to the common person. It's not actually that much. You know. I mean, you guys, if you were to take just the raw value of the gear you guys have found in here, that's probably 10,000 credits if you were to, just, buy all of it on the market. So it's not really that much money. But the 1,000 credits reward that he's offering you, it's a lot to someone that's desperate. But this guy's basically saying he doesn't really need that much money. He would much rather have the contact. But he's also not going to take a loss on the deal. So.
Okay,
I'd also
so
like to
can
have the
I
contact.
use diplomacy to try to negotiate a square 6,000?
Go for it.
We can always try it.
Yeah. Oh, pretty good. All right. Let's see here.
It's better that we haven't shot him and we're talking to him than the other one I figured needed softening up with a grenade before she would consider anything.
All right. So just to give you an idea, he looks at you and he says, "You know what? I would sooner I would sooner end you, and I have no problem doing it, than drop that one bit. In fact, let's make it 12 grand." And you look at him, and all of you have just the feeling that he is deadly serious. And to give you an idea, I rolled a 33 on Intimidate. So he's deadly serious that he is ready to end all of you. And he's up to 12 grand now. He's not negotiating anymore. He's raised the prices. So he's basically at that. He's countering your diplomacy with intimidation. So it's up to you guys.
It's a lot of intimidate from a tiny mouse.
I will. He's tiny, but he does not look like he would be easy. So you guys can take it how you want. If any one of you guys want, you can One of you guys can try jumping in on the attack and try to gank him or whatever. Wait, someone changed their vote to deal instead of no deal. Who changed their vote?
Camera?
No, camera hasn't voted. So we're at four deal, two no deal. All right. Well, someone decided that they wanted to go with the deal. So I'm assuming that's what you guys are going to do then.
Not exactly happy about it, especially with all his intimidating. But what are you gonna do?
Okay. Yep.
We can always change our minds later and have to deal with that repercussion.
Well, you got. I was gonna give him a chance to see if he could beat your 27 for diplomacy on an intimidation roll, and he got a nat 20 on it. So he's not backing down. He's 100% confident in his ability to wipe you guys out. So he's willing to take that risk. So
All right then. Well, I'll put my hand out to shake.
all right, he's like, you are a smart man, and with that, he goes ahead and uh, touches his earpiece, gets to his communicator, and says, "Boys, let him through." And he's like, "Pleasure doing business with you guys. You got 10 months to pay me my 12 grand, and oh yeah, by the way, here's this." And he hands you a red key card. He's like, "This one is actually not supposed to be part of the game. I actually stole that from somebody." So that'll open up the door next to here, and yeah, you guys have fun with that. That's the control room handling all the cameras and these camera ghouls over here. You guys have fun dealing with them. And with that, he jumps into a vent and takes off.
Did we actually get his name?
I don't think anyone actually asked his name.
We owe some unknown rat 12K now.
Well, I think we owe the plague
So-
rats.
Yeah, you owe the plague rats, but
Was that it? He said he was going to go over the stuff he looted from this room with us when he was done.
well, you guys can go ahead and try
Check
to
the
reach.
boxes.
Yeah, try to yell into a vent and try to get to him. If you check the boxes have already been picked clean. You're not sure what they're in there, but they look just like the ones that had healing serums in them.
What about our loot?
you yell into the you yell into the air duct. "Hey, what about our loot?" And he just yells back, You should have taken the first offer." and that's all
I
you
look
get.
into the camera. Wah wah wah.
All right. So you guys are gonna move up to the other one. All right. So if you do try the red key card from before, it will not open this door. But excuse me, the key card that the plague rat gave you actually can.
Well, Captain, you got the key card.
I'm not the one to open the door. That's what you operatives are for.
Oh, wow. Okay, give me the key card then.
All right.
Okay.
I thought the soldier was supposed to, but sure.
Whoever. I figured
All
you'd
right.
sneak in.
Okay, infrared.
All right, infrared on. You see another door down there, but that door is just it's not color coded. It's just a standard flip a switch door and open it up. It doesn't seem to be under high security or anything.
I'll make a perception check for this hallway.
Okay. Any of you guys making perception checks? You don't notice anything odd about the hallway.
Sweet.
All right. And
What is that little red triangle?
I don't know, actually.
It
Whatever
puts
it
you
is.
mask even.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I see a little red thing on mine, but I don't see what's there. Okay.
Thought.
So, yeah, I didn't put anything there, so I don't unless I accidentally dropped something there. But yeah. All right, well, we'll just move on. You guys want to open up this room?
It's just a trip mine.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay.
Or does the key card work?
It's just a flip
Uh,
switch.
give me 1 second here. 1 second. Yeah, it's just a flip switch on this one. And you open it up, and as you open, da, 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 you notice two two guys on terminals there, and one guy who is a gray actually looking at various computer screens going on and watching the feed of you guys coming down the hallway. And the gray is turned around looking at you, and the guys who are on the computer terminals, they are also just now realizing that it's you guys are actually coming into their room and turning around to face you.
Dr. Gray, your brother's in here.
So, yeah, Dr. Gray, you see another gray alien in here.
I'll I'll go ahead and telepathically message.
All right. So, yeah, he ends up just communicating with you, and he says, you know, I have no quarrels with you, brother. I'm here for an experiment, but these creatures will not let me complete my study until I've done them this favor.
That favor is.
Well, I'm supposed to be studying the effects of a potent neurovirus on the living. And I'm supposed to release this on you and your crew.
Why not release it on them?
Well, if I release it in this room, it'll kill all of us.
Well, that's not good.
So I'll suggest that we should all get in that room really fast.
So Dr. Gray basically just says, you know, hurry, get inside. All right, and with that, the drow who are in the room with the gray alien uh, jump to arms. So we're gonna everybody roll me initiative.
Well, I had a good initiative roll. What do you know?
Okay. So you guys got your everyone have their initiative done? All right. So let's go ahead and set this to round one. Ghost one, you lead initiative.
Can
So
you hide those laser blast traps or off the combat tracker?
uh they oh I yeah, I can do that. There you go. Just have to remember that they're there. Okay. So yeah, Ghost one.
Right.
So the drow who are in the room turn around as they're seeing you enter. The two gray aliens are just looking at each other, kind of mentally back and forth studying each other. Dr. Gray tells you to rush into the room, as you guys are rushing into the room. Camera ghouls are coming up, following. Clint is staying back at the hallway, and you're up.
Right. Okay. Well, as soon as the thing comes down, pull uh, the shock grenade that I got on me and toss it at the Drow Enforcer 1 immediately.
All right. There is a camera ghoul standing next to him, and you guys have been instructed not to harm the undead. The undead are supposed to be neutral here.
What's the range? What's the range of the grenade? I think that would be like 10 feet.
I don't know that if you click on the grenade, we can see it. Let me pull it up on your sheet.
No, it doesn't say in the description.
So I will say that the grenades that were in the inventory were copied weirdly. So if you want to see their actual statistics, you have to look them up on the item.
Okay. Well, that's weird.
All right, it's 20 feet. No, wait. Area is 15. Area is 15.
So it's the square. It's
Range
the
is
square.
20.
Yeah, it's the square it lands in, and all the squares around it. So if you hit that drown, if you landed it right on the drow enforcer, you would end up hitting the camera ghoul that's right next to him.
So
You
I'll
can
have
do
to.
Drow
I'll have
2
to.
instead.
I can do Drow 2 instead. Yeah, I have Cal in the way, but I'll just try to roll it on the floor, but below Cal's legs.
Okay.
It's only a 5 to hit a grid intersection.
Yeah,
You got this.
got this.
Unless it's a 1.
Shit happens. That's
So
what
that's
makes grenades fun.
fair enough. So that's a ranged attack, right?
Yep.
So just
No.
just a pretty much straight dexterity roll.
Yeah, just a straight dex roll. Oh yeah, great. Yep, you put it exactly where you want it. So where are you placing it?
Oh, let me put a marker there. Actually, no. Straight up, straight draw enforcer 2.
Just straight at his feet. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Roll. Go
Yep.
ahead and roll your damage then.
Well, that's just 1d8. Not good. Not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets a light wound from that. So the grenade basically goes off at his feet and just starts to electrocute him. That pulse just going up his legs, kind of arcing between his legs and leaving his legs pretty uh, badly burnt. So, and was that the end, or did you want to do some movement as well?
Uh, I can move 5, 10, 15. Those things they're standing behind are like computer consoles.
Yeah, they were behind some consoles where you could see that they were monitoring something in the area. Whereas the gray seems to
If
have a
I
lot of screens. He was actually watching the TV feed, but the other guys don't look like they were watching a TV feed. They were just on a standard console.
Fair enough. So if I move where I placed my token, I can kind of crouch behind the console and get a partial cover.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Captain.
All right, I'm going to clever feint this guy who did he get hurt? This guy who got shocked.
Yep. Yeah, he got shocked.
All right, was that? What was the other guy? It wasn't the guy he just ran in front of us.
Right. Yeah.
The ghoul next to the force
The one closer to you has it has Ghost One right next to him. That one has not been hurt. The other one, Drow Enforcer 2,
I'm
has
going
been
to
hurt.
clever feint that one.
Okay, you're gonna clever feint Enforcer 1, the one that's next to Ghost 1.
I feel like something changed on my sheet.
It's possible something changed. We had a rule update.
Yeah, you have a whole actions tab
Yeah.
now.
So it might be under spells at the very end if that's what you're looking for, because
Yeah.
we had set them up as spells last time, so it's not under the actions tab.
Yeah.
We
Uh,
can get
is there a
those
way
moved
to
back.
activate it, or
You already have your bonus, your expertise bonus. What is it that you wanted? The bluff?
I just wanted to? I feel like I was able to roll it before with that. Maybe.
Yeah, you had clever feint. You could just drag flat-footed onto him. You had to roll your. You actually had to roll your bluff check though. Okay, 32. That's definitely enough. He is flat-footed for everybody, so you can just drag flat-footed right onto him. Like I said, it should be under your spells. You hit the little magnifying glass.
Got it.
All right. So, all right, Draw Enforcer 1 is flat-footed, thanks to the captain. And did you want to move at all? Let's go. All right.
All right.
So, moving, taking cover behind the camera goal. Smart choice.
Yep.
Okay, Drow Enforcer 2, who has been wounded, um, is looking around at the situation here, sees the guy that threw a grenade at him, and decides that turnabout's fair play. And is going to go ahead and move there. That is so weird. Why am I getting a little red marker there? All right, not going to worry about it. So she's going to flank and attack Ghost 1. So let's do this.
All right.
Is flanking a +2 in Starfinder? Do you guys know off the top of your head?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's what I thought. Okay. So attacking with a tacklash. So a 19.
Tech lashes have reach.
Um,
I do believe.
should still be able to attack up close though. And then so that's a 19 that hits, and then the damage, max damage, 6 points.
Bloody
So
hell.
all right, and that's the end of that one. Clint is still staying back. Cal, you're up. So you watched one of them just come up right behind Ghost One, and basically respond with some fire. You also have the Gray that's sitting there, kind of staring curiously at Dr. Gray. They seem to be kind of mentally going back and forth without any other communication going on to you guys, other than Dr. Gray telling you everyone to get in the room quickly.
Well, I hope this conversation's important. And she pulls up her laser rifle and fires at the drow.
All right. Nice hits.
Minimum damage.
Yep. Not a lot of damage, but better than nothing. Okay. So the other drow is liking this flanking opportunity and is going to go ahead and take advantage of it. And that hits. There you go. And that actually gives you a pretty significant wound as they slash into you. Okay, Gustav, you're watching this action from the side, and you see Ghost One just getting cut into. Moving up.
If you're not pushing to talk, I didn't hear you.
Nope, I'm moving. So then I am going to use Trick attack. Which that doesn't do anything. So then it'll just be a standard pistol shot at this point.
Okay.
Nope.
15, you shoot into his armor, but these drow are pretty heavily armored. So the shot lands pretty solidly, but not enough to penetrate the armor. Okay. Go ahead and click next actor, and Tybin, you're going to be up. So again, you see Ghost 1 getting torn into by these guys. Now you can move yourself so that you're flanking as well. Or you can try going for the one that is um, the one that's already wounded.
Well, I'm gonna level my semi-automatic pistol and fire 2 shots into Drow 1.
Okay. All right. Both of them miss, unfortunately. Yeah, these guys are high armor, so you manage to land the shots, but they're not piercing through. Dr. Gray moves forward closer to the other Gray.
And then I'll pick up something next to Drow Enforcer 2 and toss it at him.
Okay. Yeah, you can even pick up bullets that are on the ground. You can pick up a coffee mug that's sitting there. There's all sorts of stuff sitting
Oh, the
around there.
coffee mug. Yeah,
All
the
right.
coffee mug.
Coffee mug, a Drow Enforcer 2, roll it.
Yeah.
And it,
Nope.
it goes flinging past him and hits the wall next to him. Okay. The Gray turns to look at you and says, "Can your friends be trusted?"
Yes.
Well, let's do this. If you can get me off of this planet, I'll just go ahead and head out to your ship. But I want to be off of this planet. I don't like the deal that I've made here.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Okay. So the Gray kind of nods at you and then starts making its way out the hallway.
And then he closes the door and gasses us all.
Yep.
So, yeah, let me move that a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, we can go ahead and skip on that one. And Ghost 1, we're back up to you. Now, you're being flanked on multiple sides.
I don't like that.
I don't blame you.
Okay, gonna roll. There's this elevated platform behind me. He's kind of on the edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll up onto that.
Okay.
This kind of and use that emotion to draw my what should I do? I guess I'm gonna draw the laser pistol that I got before. That's gonna be just a 5 feet movement there towards Dr. Gray, but I'm gonna be away from the flanking, and I'm gonna shoot Enforcer 2 with the first I'm gonna roll stealth to surprise him,
Okay.
and then shoot him.
Okay. All right, you got the stealth, so you kind of flip back and you know, quietly while you're doing that, pull out a pistol and make a shot.
And miss completely.
And miss completely. Yep. Unfortunately. Okay.
All right. Well, that's that.
You're supposed to pull the gun out of the holster before you pull the trigger.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
he
forgot.
Captain, you're up.
I'm going to
Now,
continue
I was gonna
continue
say,
making this one. Well, let's make the one that's injured flat-footed. He'll be easier to hit.
okay.
But they are heavy armored, so it only helps so much. But I don't have much else I can do.
Yep.
It helps.
Every little. I mean, they're heavily armored, but they're also high dexterity, so flat-footed actually does help a lot. All right. So flat-footed on that one, so we can remove the flat-footed on the one and add it to the other.
Will do.
So I'll just set it to off right now. Let's go ahead and you can put flat-footed on the other, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Drow Enforcer 2 is going to go ahead and make that attack roll. So, and misses. And position is going to actually move closer so that Drow Enforcer 2 is between you and Mr. Gray. Or Dr. Gray, sorry. Clint sees the gray alien coming up and decides to back off around the corner. Cal, you are up.
All right, so she's gonna take a chance. Fire twice.
Nope.
And miss both times.
Yep, neither misses.
Neither hits.
Well, yeah, sorry, neither hits. Okay. Enforcer 1, seeing the situation we have right here, would rather make this a melee fight. Decides to move up here. Even though she's getting flanked, she thinks that Ghost 1's not going to last very long. So, and makes that attack. Oh!
Does Ivan have a melee weapon?
Does who have a melee weapon?
Ivan?
I
Yes, I
believe
have a
so,
melee
yeah.
weapon.
And that's a nat 20 on that hit for Ghost 1. So you're
That's
gonna
nasty.
feel this one. I'm sorry. Oh, and Ghost 1 drops. So you have just been taken down. Basically flips forward, comes up the stairs, just turns around just as you think you're safe, and then just lashes you across the back of the neck with that tack lash. Just horribly, horribly wounding you. And Dr. Gray, you see Ghost 1 go down, and that leaves you and that enforcer right there face to face.
Did
And
he move?
did
Did
who
he
move?
move into my square?
Moved forward uh, 2.
He moved
So
2
moved,
squares, so
but
he
then
provokes an attack of opportunity if he's got a melee weapon.
I do have a melee weapon.
doesn't provoke if they move into melee range. It would just provoke if they move out of it.
All right.
So
You can maneuver
first
squares.
square,
Uh-huh.
that was moving in,
Okay.
that is moving out. So he left that first square, he provokes attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sure, go for it. Roll an attack of opportunity. I thought it was only if they moved out, but yeah, if they move in out of a square that you threaten, sure.
I think that might actually be like 5e, because I think Starfinder was based off of like Pathfinder, which was 3.5. That's just background stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's fine.
didn't think that would attack. I didn't think that would cause an attack of opportunity, but maybe.
Yeah,
So
we
if
could.
you, it's fine if we.
Leaving a threat square, making a ranged attack. There's only 3 things that provoke in Starfinder. And that square
Yeah, I
is
thought
a
it.
threatened square, and he
Yeah,
left it. So
I thought it was. Thought it was moving a square that you threaten to one that you don't, not moving around in squares that you threaten. But that either way, we can
no,
look that
that's
up later.
5e.
Yeah,
Yep.
threatened square to threatened square doesn't cause one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll it. Just roll it. We'll give it to you. No big deal.
Okay.
Roll it.
I'll go with whatever
Oh,
you
nice.
say.
All right. Good. Okay. There you go. So yeah, you go ahead and lay a nice deep wound. Uh, just dig it right into the side of the drow as it comes in, right as it's lashing Ghost One. And with that, we can move on to Gustav. Okay, Gustav is moving.
Moving. Nope.
Oh, well, that'll hit. Okay, nice. So yeah, you place a nice shot uh, into the drow enforcer and give a significant wound. Tybin, you are up.
All right. I will make 2 attacks with my survival knife. Touch.
Okay. And miss on both, unfortunately. The on the guys with the heavy armor, it's just so hard to cut into that armor that the flurries don't seem to be working all that well. Dr. Gray, you're up. Now you notice that Drow Enforcer just took out Ghost One and turns his attention to you.
But Drow Enforcer to those flat-footed. So does that mean
Yep.
he doesn't get an attack of opportunity if I leave his?
Yes. Yes, we're gonna say the captain has him distracted, so he's kind of going back and forth. So you can take that opportunity to slip out of there if you want.
Well, first I'm going to go ahead and insert some serum, basically a serum of healing into Ghost One.
Okay. So you go ahead and get
To,
Ghost One
I
with the
guess,
Serum of Healing. Ghost One, you have 3 health,
Okay.
so you
and
can.
then I'll back out.
Let's see here. Okay, there's that. All right. And the gray moseys his way along that hallway, keeps moving. Okay. And that is the round. Ghost One, you're up. You're on the ground. You feel this warmth kind of entering your body as, pain relief starts kicking in. Your wounds are starting to close up a little bit, but you also notice you have a drow standing over you who was, kind of looking at the captain at the time and is getting taunted, flips back around to see Dr. Gray moving away, and then just starts staring straight down at you. Now,
Fair enough.
that drow is flat-footed, so if you did want to back off there, you wouldn't necessarily suffer an
Oh yeah.
attack of opportunity from that one, but you would be threatened by the other one.
So, wait, which one is flat-footed? 1 or 2?
2 is
Well, I don't think
flat-footed.
you'd actually know it, but
Yeah, two is the one that's being distracted by the captain right now.
Right.
1 is
I
not,
mean, okay.
and you've got a
Fair
camera
enough.
ghoul just next to you, getting the gore
Yeah.
shots.
I grin into the camera, coming back from the dead, baby. And can I like disengage completely, like use the full round action?
Um, yeah, I believe that you can use a disengage action. I believe all that does is it just uses your attack action to back off.
Indeed. And I'd like to do that. I think I can move like 5 feet to an non-threatened square, right? And then move the rest of my move action.
Mm-hmm.
You can withdraw and move double your speed
Yep.
as long as you're standing.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll back, like
Okay.
backwards from the ledge, which will land me on my feet next to the chair or somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll move uh double my speed. Yeah, I
Well,
hate I
you
hate
but you
doing
don't
that.
you're not gonna be able to move double your speed because you had to actually like kind of like roll off of there, off of that ledge. So that's going to be some of your movement was moving off of there and
Yeah.
then standing up. So that's going to be essentially your disengage was rolling off that ledge and getting down to the lower level where you're at now. Now you're going to be standing up, which is going to be half your movement, and then you can use the other half to move. Let's see. So it says withdraw is move up to
Well,
double your
actually,
speed, right? But double your speed when you're
Yeah,
if
like I said, if he wasn't prone.
yeah if he wasn't prone. So yeah,
yeah, I was.
we're gonna say part of it is
Okay.
disengaging. Part of it is standing up, so you're gonna get like half a movement extra.
So just my speed instead of double the speed, or
Yeah, we can say that. That's fine. So if you want to move up to 30 feet, you can do that, or 35 or 40, whatever your movement is. Yeah, 30.
I think I'll just run up there into the corridor.
Okay.
That'll put me at a safe distance from those bastards, and I can actually engage in ranged combat next round.
All right. Sounds good. Whoops. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh,
There we go.
that's all
Sorry,
right.
Cap, you got skipped.
Yep. Captain, your turn.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna make. I'm gonna target this other one.
Okay. You're targeting Enforcer 1 now?
Yeah, I'm gonna make him flat-footed because he's engaged right now. So just in case somebody wants to disengage from him.
Okay. All right. Barely.
Enough.
Just all right. So you got him.
All right, so
So we can turn his flat-footed back on. So that's Enforcer 1. So so the flat-footed is off on him, and the flat-footed is on the other one. Okay, there you go. So Enforcer 2. Enforcer 2 is going to come up and get side by side with his buddy over there. And we're going to say Enforcer 2 is going to go ahead and target Gustav because he's got the higher ground. Gustav standing on the stairs is just a little bit lower, makes it a little bit easier to hit. And still misses. All right, so it's Clint's turn. Clint is still staying hidden, waiting for the gray to pass. Cal, you're up.
Well, I guess Cal's going to be switching to a melee fighter.
Okay.
I'm kidding. She will take a 5-foot step.
All right. So does the 5 foot step that provokes an attack of opportunity though, right?
It's a
No,
guard
5-foot
step,
step
right?
doesn't provoke.
Okay.
But he has reach, and I'm making a ranged weapon attack in a space that he threatens.
Okay.
So that provokes.
That provokes. Okay.
Yep. And it happens before I do whatever I'm doing, because then if I go down, he doesn't
Yep.
take the
Okay.
damage.
So it's gonna. Oops. Let's see here.
I gotta get clarification from the
Enforcer.
Paizo forums and see, because the book doesn't say anything about reach. But most reach weapons you can't attack in an adjacent square.
Yeah, let me see this really quick. No, it keeps wanting to put it onto Clint. All right, so what I can do is I can just drag the targeting onto you. Give me 1 second here.
Why am I targeting?
Because I for whatever reason I clicked on the Drow Enforcer, but it was still on Clint. So let me remove that. There we go.
You can just
So
drop the dice on my token.
yeah, there we go. I got you. Here, let me one more time. Ah, not doing well here. There we go. All right. So yeah, the Enforcer goes and fires out the Tacklash, and that's a miss. So you're free to get your shot off, which hits. So go ahead and roll your damage. All right, another 2 points. Pretty heavily wounding that drow. Okay, Enforcer 1. So we are going to go ahead and clear that off. Enforcer 1 is going to go ahead and target. Why does it keep doing that? For whatever reason, it keeps giving me Clint in my targeting. I don't know why.
Could you just take Clint out, considering he's not part of the battle?
I can. I'm just like I said, I don't know why it's giving me him every time I'm clicking my targeting. But okay, not a big deal. So Draw Enforcer 1 is going to go ahead and attack Tyven. Tacklash. Hits. Damage. 5 points, which you're able to mostly shrug off. And we're going to just go ahead and stay there. Gustav, you're up. You do have a drow in melee range, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm going to 5-foot step then.
Okay. And you're still in melee range, I guess, with the Tacklash?
Yep.
Because it's a ranged weapon?
Yep.
Well, it's a reach weapon, yeah.
Well, okay.
But all I have to do is move for the trick shot, so I could still attempt that.
I don't think you have to move. You just can move as part of the trick shot.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm assuming that doesn't do it.
A 21 on stealth. Wasn't it a 20 that you needed? Or is it
20
based on
plus
their
CR.
I
plus
think
their
it's
CR?
20 plus their CR.
I believe CR is 1, so 21 is exactly what you need. Unless it's 1.5 times their CR.
No, it has to meet 1
Okay,
times their
yep.
CR.
Yep.
So that means I get a D4 on the damage if I were to hit.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get that hit resolved on you here. So, Enforcer 2. We're going to go ahead and he gets his Tacklash. It hits you. And he does 6 points of damage to you, which you absorb. So go ahead and get your shot off, your damage off.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yep, just make
Yeah.
to target him when you do the
Oh, crap. I changed targets. Okay. All right. Well, I've got him targeted again, but do you want me to re-roll the attack?
No, that's fine. Just you can roll your damage. You might have to roll it twice though.
Do I roll the extra D4 from the trick attack twice as well?
Yep, that one gets doubled too. Which you were attacking Drow Enforcer 2. So that's 3 points. Okay. And then roll your your trick attack. You just drop them in there. You just drop 2d4s in there, and I can adjust it.
How do I explode it out again?
Just drop them into chat. Right click if you wanted more. Exactly. All right. So basically, as you're sitting there, firing away on him, you land a really nice solid shot on him. Uh, fainting out, moving down the stairs, kind of falling back, and then pulling up this little trick shot, just lay a really solid blow into him. Uh, damn near lethal, but just shy of killing him off. He's barely hanging on. So, uh, if that is it, then it'll be Tyvin's turn next. Okay,
All
so
right.
Tybin, you've got one Drowned Forcer next to you that is near death, and the other one seems to be in pretty good shape. Okay. Yep. Both shots miss. So you're firing blindly,
Right.
But
right into his
wasn't
belly, and
wasn't wasn't one the one that was flat-footed?
uh,
I think it's the armor. The armor's just so good.
their armor's really good. They're pretty tough to hit. The double shots are nice because you get the higher chance, but when you've got such a small chance to hit, the penalty just kills it. So,
So
Doc,
Dr. Gray grabs a data pad off the counter there and flings it at Drown Forcer 2.
sure, go for it. And it hits him, but it just deflects off of his armor. Again, just these guys are just so heavily armored. And then you make your way back. Okay, so the gray is just making his way out towards the where the ship is at. And that's it. We're on to Ghost One again.
All right. So, they moved pretty well for what I want to do. So, another grenade rolls, kind of between Cal and Tybon, and I wanna aim it at the intersection between and behind both Drow enforcers. So basically, yeah, like just behind them.
Where the camera are you gonna be?
Yeah,
You gotta be careful of that cameraman too.
it's I
The
know. It's just a sticky bomb. It's just a sticky bomb.
okay, sticky bomb, not a problem. Six. Okay, barely
Whoa!
barely got it.
Really got it. Yeah, I'm really wounded, so I'm just glad that I didn't drop it underneath my own feet.
Okay.
All right. Well, a sticky bomb explodes in a 10-foot area, and everyone affected it gets entangled.
All right. So that's the both of the drone forcers and
And the camera.
the cameraman. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see here. And what does entangle do? Just it's like they lose half their movement, something like that.
There's the description, or ensnared. Yep.
Okay.
Prevent you from moving. Their bones are anchored to the ground, so they cannot move. And they move at half speed, cannot run or charge, take a -2 penalty to AC attack rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and all dexterity-based skills and ability checks.
Okay. Perfect. So let me see
There's
if
a
they have
better
entangled
chance for
right on
everyone
there. I
to hit
can.
them.
All right. So I dropped entangled on one. and entangled on the other. Perfect. Okay. I've got entangled on them.
And I'm moving farther away so that they cannot, just decide that I'm still a good target.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, Captain, you are up. So you got Enforcer 2, who's badly wounded, Enforcer 1, who is not, and you've got uh, a ghoul that's behind them, and they're all three kind of wrapped up in this sticky web.
Whoops. If I go to where that ghoul is, would Tybin then get a chance to have whatever that is, flanking?
Uh, yeah, you could if you wanted to just move up there and shove him out of the way, you could do that. He's sticky though, so you're going to be basically going into that big webby mess.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. All
Okay.
right, and then I want to do uh, whatever it is that I do. Give this guy a flat-footed.
On Enforcer 1 or Enforcer 2? Enforcer 2 is going to be the one that's more badly wounded.
All right, we'll do the one that's more injured, so he's more likely to get taken out, I suppose.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll your bluff. That's plenty. All right, so we're going to put flat-footed on him. We're going to take flat-footed off of that other one. Okay. So it's Enforcer 2's time. As you're sitting there just, you know, harassing the Enforcer as you come walking up to him, he's just going to go ahead and take a swipe at you. So,
With a
uh,
-2 to attack.
yep,
Yep.
still hits.
No!
And Captain, you've been lashed for 5 points of damage as this thin microfiber, microfilament whip just comes lashing out at you and slices into your skin.
Ouch. I'm sell it a little bit too.
All right. And we're going to go ahead and move to Clint, who's kind of peeking around the corner a little bit, watching that gray leave. Cal, you're up.
Go back to where you came. She shoots the fucking wall.
Okay. So it's a miss. So it's Drow Enforcer 1, who's still on Tybin here. So we're going to roll that attack lash. And misses. Definitely being webbed up is helping make these attacks a little bit more difficult. Gustav, you're up. And remember, you're still threatened by Drow Enforcer 2. Okay, 5 foot step back. So you're no longer threatened. Nat 20. Awesome.
So stealthy.
And you actually hit. That's good. 1 damage. Okay. Gotta roll your. And another 1 damage. Oh, man. Luckily, luckily, you finally managed to get that last hit point gone. Drow Enforcer 2 drops. Uh,
I'm just retreating and shooting and retreating and shooting.
yep. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that. Okay, Drow Enforcer 2 drops. Drow Enforcer 1 is what is left. You can go ahead and hit next actor, and Tybin is up.
Flanking is +2, yes?
Yeah, +2 bonus. Make sure you're adding your +2 for flanking.
Yep.
And a miss on both of them, unfortunately. Dr. Gray?
Dr. Gray climbs over the stuff and he's gonna worm into this thing's mind and daze it.
Okay, go for it.
Or not.
It succeeded.
Yep. Okay.
It rolled a 30.
The gray is just slowly making his way out. And next top of the round, Ghost 1, you are up.
Right. Do I have any chance of hitting Draw Enforcer 1 without threatening Taiban or Kalim?
Wait, no, the Drow Enforcer failed. He rolled a 5 versus a DC 13, so he is dazed.
Oh,
I saw that he got a success.
Oh.
No, that's you. You hit the caster level check button
Oh,
when
okay.
it cast, so it rolled your 16, but the one above it is the save from the. And it says you roll a 5 versus DC 13 for Drow Enforcer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I didn't notice that. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, so we can throw dazed on him. Let me do that.
Okay, I got that.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
sweet.
Okay.
So, do I have any chance of hitting the Drow Enforcer 1 without hitting Taiban? I mean, there's gonna be some penalty, I guess.
Hold on a second here. Stop moving the blood. Okay.
Yes.
I am
Children.
I am actually bloodied, but not that much. Thank you, guys.
So the way I generally do it is I'm gonna say usually they just get cover. But if it's something like that where the person
Okay.
is at range right in front of them, the only time I would ever say that you would possibly hit somebody is if there's a natural one situation. There's always that the oddball chance, but that's the same thing of like if there's natural one, there's a misfire. There's just an oddball chance, but normally I just say
Fair
it's
enough.
gonna give them cover.
Okay, partial or regular cover.
Um, if he's got somebody in front of him, I'd say that's gonna give him regular cover.
And let's see, the laser pistol. What's its range? Range.
Range is pretty good on it.
3.
Yeah, you're in range.
Shoot him with your pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, you're like 35 feet. You should be good.
All right. Okay. Going to try a sneaky shot
Sure.
just around Tybin. So let me roll the stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Again, stealth rolls are not a problem. Hitting him is the usual issue.
So I saw a 2 on that dice roll.
Yeah, I saw a 2 on the
Yeah,
dice roll
it
too.
stopped on 2 for me too.
That's weird. Okay.
And I've seen Cal hit a 17 when the bonus only added up to 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find
Well,
those
that's
APIs
because you
can
got to
be
look at the.
weird.
There's
It's
effects
some
in there too.
weird rule
Okay.
changes.
So I'm activating the full the regular cover
Mhm.
and rolling with the laser pistol.
All right.
Okay, never mind.
No, unfortunately, just trying to be nice and safe and not hit Tybin, you end up missing him. So, Gellum,
Okay.
you're up.
Flat-footed.
Okay. You're gonna keep the bluff on him.
Yeah.
All
Keep
right.
keep him flat-footed. Keep behind him so the Tybin can keep his flanking.
Okay. So Clint is just gonna go ahead and he's kind of keeping an eye on what's going on with that gray. Not really moving at all. Cal, you're up.
Okay. Well, she's not moving into any other threatened squares, so she'll take the cover or partial cover or whatever it is and shoot this fucker.
Okay.
What is it?
Let's just say you've got kind of a line of sight, so it's going to be partial.
And another 2.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Okay. And this one's gonna make that Tacklash attack. Still sticky
It's
bombed.
dazed
Oh, I'm sorry.
and dazed.
Can't do
Dazed, that's
anything.
right. Dazed, so misses out on that turn entirely.
Is
Goes
he
to
wait?
Gustav.
Yeah, entangled. I should have rolled a 2d4 on how long that's gonna last. It's
Oh,
been
okay.
2 rounds now, I believe. So let me
Yeah,
just roll it, and we'll deduct 2 rounds.
yep. Go ahead and do that, and I'll put the number of rounds on there. So
Yep. So
okay,
for two more rounds.
we'll say it's 2 more rounds. So all right, I've got a duration set for 2 more.
Thank you.
Okay. You miss your skill, or but you can go ahead and make your shot. He doesn't have any cover from you. You're on the side there. And miss. Yeah, these Drow are giving you guys a hard time. Tybin, you are up.
That was with the +4 from flat-footed and from the ski bomb.
Yeah,
Mm,
he didn't even hit a 10.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they don't have effects on them, so unless you're taking it into account, Fantasy Grounds isn't doing it.
I've got
No.
entangled effect on him.
Right, but it's not changing the numbers.
It isn't.
I see
Maybe
defense -2 right there on my attack.
And that's from what, the entangled? What does the days do?
Just takes their action
They
away.
just, yeah.
Yeah, so it's working.
Okay.
I don't
And
I don't
then
I don't think entangled and flat-footed stack though. I think
Why
that's
wouldn't they? I
you would
mean, they're
take
two
the
different
highest.
things. One's somebody's stuck. One person's then he's the other thing is him mentally being unaware.
Well, the flat-footed, he basically loses his he basically gets a penalty because he's concentrating on too many things. The other one, he's kind of stuck there. So they're both kind of like a dex
so
penalty.
so he's entangled, dazed, and flat-footed.
Are oh no, that's hold on. We had
Daze
flat-footed.
doesn't affect his AC though.
We had
Yeah, it
flat-footed.
doesn't do anything.
Sorry, we had flat-footed off. There was flat-footed on him, but it was off. So I just turned it back on. So who's rolled an attack here?
And I hit once.
You hit once, and then the other one, well, the natural one's not going to hit, but the 17 would hit. So yeah, so you go to roll you got your damage on him.
Yep.
So yep, okay. So yeah, we should be good. I've got flat-footed on him now. It was on, but it was disabled. So now we should
So
be good.
Dr. Gray just picks up another object and flings it at him.
Hit him with the coffee mug again. Okay. So it still says it's -2. Um,
Yeah, they probably don't stack then.
yeah, let me
They don't. It would call entangled causing flat-footed if flat-footed didn't stack though. Why wouldn't they just say entangled causes flat-footed?
let's see. Take a -2 penalty to AC. I'm just looking at really quick. Don't like to look up too much here, but
Okay, here it is. Flat-footed. Flat-footed. At the start of the combat, you're flat-footed.
yeah, they both give a -2 penalty to AC. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say for right now, we're just keep it at they don't stack because it doesn't seem to be stacking them. Even
But
though
if you
both of
were
them.
to write it, you would say entangled causes flat-footed if you didn't want them to stack. They seem like they cause two different things. One of them's you're calling it flat-footed, but it's not that. It's like you're being distracted. You're caught off guard. It's not like you're stuck. The other one's literally you're stuck to the ground. So they're two different kind of things, even though they sound the same.
Well, flat-footed usually just means you can't essentially you can't jump out of the way of things. That's the way
You're
it works.
distracted. Is
So
what I read it as. Like
well,
you're
but I'm
distracted.
saying flat-footed means you can't jump out of the way of things. You're caught flat-footed. You aren't ready to pounce. You're not
Well,
ready
I
to move.
understand the
So
true wording of it, but like as far as the descriptions
well,
go, it didn't.
we we can look it up and get it clarified later. We're just going to keep it at if I've applied both penalties and they don't seem to be stacking, we're just going to say that you'll get the better of the two penalties. So he's already got a -2 to AC. So maybe next time don't bother doing the clever feint. next time you can just apply an attack if it's not gonna be advantageous. But that entangled's only gonna last, another round or two anyway. So, the difference is the entangle gives other benefits. The flat-footed lets people move away without getting that attack of opportunity and view other things that the entangled might not. So. And that entangled also is giving them, negatives to attack, all that stuff. So the gray alien is going to go ahead and move his way out, and that's the end of the round. So we're back up to Ghost One.
All right, because I've had so much success in the previous round with it. Guess what? I'm going to attempt the same thing. All right. Shoot him. And this time I'm actually instead of trying to get him a sneaky attack, I'll just shoot twice.
Okay. Nope. Neither
Straight
one.
up 2 misses.
Yep. Neither one hits. So.
Oh yeah, stormtroopers are here.
You guys are.
Poor Tybin's got stuff whizzing past his head left and right.
All right.
It looks good for the camera though.
There you go. All right. So Gellum, you're up. You can attack him. You can feint him. Just realize that the feint does give other advantages, but it's up to you. Whatever you're feeling.
I'm
If
too
you
close to actually long range weapon, which is all I have.
Okay.
I don't really have much else I can do. Can I intimidate him?
Punch him in the junk.
Punch him in the junk. Yeah, I mean, technically, you can punch him. You can do all sorts of stuff. You could try to intimidate
Well,
him. Go for it.
I'll try to intimidate him. That was not very intimidating.
Unfortunately,
Maybe
no,
the opposite.
unfortunately, you're not very intimidating. He's just like, you're the guy that's been mocking me all this time. I'm ignoring you. Dealing with the guy with the knife here. Okay. So Clint, now that the gray seems to be gone, is going ahead and moving up a little bit closer. Cal, you're up.
She's gonna stormtrooper again.
Whoa!
There you go. Got a hit.
1.
There you go. Nice damage though. So you apply a nice solid wound to the drow. Okay. Drow's turn. It's gonna go ahead and try to lash out. Hits Tybin's armor, but doesn't manage to find a soft spot. And Gustav, you're up. Hey, there you go. Hit and damage. Sweet.
This is my moment. It all comes together.
All right, there we go.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
baby.
Done and done. All right. So, how'd you end it?
I slashed the gap in his armor, cutting his, the base of his left arm, and then I, go over the horizontal arc along his throat.
Nice. Nice. Just slicing up. Finally got through that armor. You guys end up carving them up right at the last moment. That one drops. Okay, so you guys basically made a deal to get a gray alien off planet. Dr. Gray, you gonna share any of that with the party?
Yeah, I'll let you all know that. Yeah, basically the gray had an experiment to do, and it had something to do with some sort of virus that might well kill us all, and he was going to unleash it in that hallway. But I agreed that we'd get him off planet so he could get away from these undead instead.
So we can release it on our ship for when we get there.
Well, so I'm looking here on the controls to see if I can see anything about like what this virus that he said he was going to unleash or.
There's not anything specifically there about Unleash. You see, there's a lot of different screens where he's able to watch the video feeds, and he's also able to watch the security cameras.
Hey, so at this point, does that mean that we can see the rest of this complex?
You can see definitely anything that's on a security camera or anything that is on the camera goals behind you.
Can we see what's in the door to the south?
You can see other rooms, but you don't necessarily know where they are.
Got it.
Okay, do we see any rooms that we haven't seen before?
Yep. You see one room that has a bunch of big pulsing, arcing cylinders in it, and it's got a giant red button on the wall, and there's a goblin standing in front of it. And you see another room that has two people guarding a chest, which here appears to be like another one of those supply boxes.
I think that red button turns off the turret. The turret.
Yeah, from the hallway.
Or it blows us up.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, if you remember the what's this guy's name that runs the game? Explained. Yeah, so explain to us that there's a certain like a safe spot where we hit a button and whoever's following us will get kind of incinerated.
Well, it's back at our ship.
Yeah, I think that might be the room you're describing.
Oh, he said it was a room pulsing with arcing electricity and stuff like that with a goblin with a button.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I think that's the place where we're supposed to get clear of whoever is pursuing us. It's just that the goblin is there before us.
So Cal, what are you trying to do there?
I was looking to see if this computer had access to those traps or the machinery in that other room to turn it off.
You actually, you don't have access, but getting into the computer, you're actually able to go in a level of security deeper than what the Drow were supposed to have, and you've actually been able to find the security algorithms for those traps and disable them.
Well, definitely I would do that.
I would say a nat 20 that gives you a 30 was essentially the only chance that you had, and that's what you happened to give me. So, yep, you have disabled those traps. You guys actually have access to load that stuff into your ship right now, and you guys can get out of here if you like.
What?
I think
Let's move.
I'd like to check out the south door in the prison block.
Well, Ghost is there. Ghost is there in the corridor, kind of slumped against the wall on the ground, taking a little breather.
Yep. So
do you not have serums, by the way?
Yeah, that's I'm just gonna apply one.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
And
Right.
take
apply.
take 10 minutes.
Apply serums. Heal yourselves. So here's the thing, though. Those crates. So the traps are disabled. So I can go ahead and leave them off. But those crates, they are just huge, and they're on a big magnetic levitating platform. That maglev platform is not moving though. So you don't know what actually activates the maglev platform. So you guys would have to do a lot of work to basically manually lug all these things over to your ship. Or you could just, if you could figure out the maglev platform, you could actually get that onto your ship.
So because probably this was meant to grab these and run at the end, I see other stuff randomly around the room, stuff that we probably normally wouldn't look at. I want to kind of look around the room and see if there's anything else in here.
There's a lot of supply containers. So what you guys are is you're in essentially a storage room that's off of uh, the main air dock where your ship is docked. So it looks like this is maybe like a holding and customs room. So the room that you guys were just in is kind of a control center or a security room. You've got this, which is a place where supplies can be kept. There's a big metal door to the far left side, so the very far side of that room. There's a large metal door there. And then down lower, you had the security cells, so maybe that's where they would, there's the room with the slabs, which are maybe like waiting rooms. There's rooms down there where you've got the individual cells, so maybe that's like a holding area where, if they decide that someone is there illegally or needs to be held, they can be held there. So it looks like it's all just like a kind of a big shipping and receiving area that has been set up for this game of death, which essentially that's where they that's what they do here. The area where people live out their daily lives is all part of the struggle of living in this area.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, being as it's a game show and we were probably meant to rush through here, I was just going to take a look around, see if there was any little goodies hidden anywhere. Probably not, but just taking a look.
There's a lot of containers, and the containers have very common things in them, like water. There's containers of water. There's some containers that just have rice in them, things like that. It seems to be more like they've had food shipments coming in recently, except for the 12 large boxes that contain the parts that you're going to need for your ship. So, like I said, you guys can start trying to load those onto your ship, or you guys can continue to going on to try to hit that button, which is, according to Zoe, hitting that button is going to go ahead and enable that maglev that's going to be able to levitate it out.
Can I take a minute to restore my fatigue?
Yep. Yeah, if you guys want to, at this point, you can always take that 10-minute rest. The only thing that is going to happen is, as you guys are kind of sitting around doing this stuff up, Zoe kind of reaches out to you guys and says,
"Well, it's not very exciting, is it? We're just watching them stand around, so we're going to go to commercial break. I'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody."
And
All right.
with that, you guys are able to take your break. So
Nice.
And
Zoe pops on really quick.
Guys, you're doing great so far, but this is getting a little bit boring. Let's move it.
And
Would you reveal the map? You said there was a big door at the other end of this room or something, but I can't see what.
it's that far. There's a big metal door. That's as far as you guys can see. As you can see up to where that big metal door is at the end of that wall there.
See, I can't see the door.
There is no door on the map.
Oh, okay.
So you're basically where you're at. That's essentially where the door is at. So
while we're waiting here, did those enforcers have anything on them?
yeah, they did. Let me go ahead and drop that in here.
I would have one question.
Now you guys,
where did all my resolve go? I mean, we've spent how much before?
Maybe
we
one.
rested one. Yeah, I had 5 max. One we've spent on resting, and now current I have 0, and the dying state removes 1 per round. I was down for 1 round before Dr. Grip picked me up again.
Well, you weren't even down a full round.
Because you're dead. I guess you forgot to remove the mod for the effects from. So yeah, you should be not dead.
You still show
Or
dead.
resolve.
Oh, I'm still
I was
dead.
missing 2 resolve when the game started myself.
I see. I'm still dead. Okay.
You're dead, prone. Yeah, no resolve.
Yep, totally. I'm just.
No wonder you were missing.
There you go. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So we can go ahead and get rid of the prone, get rid of the dead. Um, and then how much resolve have you spent so far?
I think I spent one point on resting and maybe one when I was dying before Dr. Gray picked me up, just to be
No,
fair.
but you didn't even get a full round.
Yeah, it
of
didn't. I would say
being-
it didn't get a
so
full round. There
you
was
shouldn't
nothing.
even spend.
Yeah, there's nothing to
Okay.
spend on that. So you'd have one gone. So I'll put you back up to 4 there.
Right. Okay. Cool. And I'll. How do I apply the healing serum? Because I tried to drop that on myself and it didn't do anything.
I think you're just gonna roll a d8 and then we can adjust your wounds by that much.
Fair enough. Okay. There we go.
Unfortunately, it's not a highly effective healing serum there.
This is kind of crap.
Yep.
All right.
You're free to use another one too if you want. I mean, you're still pretty wounded, and you guys did buy extras, so
Yeah, we did. Okay, I'm gonna use the other one as well.
there you
Oh,
go.
that one was better.
There, we'll just set you to. There you go. Now you're mildly wounded. That's not too bad.
Okay, removing both of the serums. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So the gray alien goes ahead and makes his way to the end of that airlock, and is waiting for you guys at the end there. So we're gonna go ahead and gray him out so it doesn't mess up with the combat tracker. So let's see here. All right, so zoom that out a little bit. So Cal, looks like you're moving that way. Did anyone else want to do anything in particular here, or do you guys want to keep heading down, or do you want to try to muscle this stuff out? You keep heading down. Okay. All right. So we're gonna say a camera ghoul follows you, and then the camera ghoul is kind of hanging out in this room. Gustav, you're up in that control room. Are you planning on doing something there? Also, there was still Lashunta ringwear, laser rifle, and some batteries in the party sheet. If you guys
Oh,
wanted to
right.
loot any
Okay,
of that.
I'm gonna grab the laser rifle then.
Yeah, I was like, don't move away before somebody gets the junk.
Yep, you guys can take that. And if anybody wanted anything, I know there was some talk last time of people grabbing stuff. If anybody wanted anything, feel free to call out something you want or come up with whatever rules you want to do for distributing that stuff. But if no one's carrying it, we're just gonna say it's just gonna be left behind. So.
Yeah,
And
I was just waiting. If nobody wanted stuff, I was trying to take stuff to
yep.
sell
So,
versus just leaving it on the floor. But if there was stuff somebody wanted, then feel free.
I
there's still
guess I
that.
can still carry the ring wire.
Okay. There's that ringwear from that drow, the armor,
Yep.
and pretty good armor too, apparently, because that stuff seems to be.
Yeah, can't really use it, but it's good for to be sold.
And let's see here. All right, so you guys, I'll let
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys.
while I got a second, I'm going to ask Clint if he saw anybody come through here. And if it was a gray alien, he's on our side.
Yeah. Clint confirms that he did see a gray alien go through, and he kind of moved out of the way. So, all right, you guys can continue to move through there. As far as the stuff in that room, there's the 12 containers, and then all the rest of the stuff is just seems to be food and water supplies coming in. Nothing fantastic.
You know what? If I've got a few minutes here, I'm going to throw a few bags of food and water onto that grab sled with the rest of the stuff.
Okay, you can load that up.
Why not? Be greedy.
All right, and so they're going to come back from commercial. So as they come back from commercial, we can go ahead and uh, we can move in here and say that uh, we've got the camera ghouls following you guys. One's Tybin is apparently taking the lead. One's right behind him. It looks like Gustav has stuck himself in the cell with the Reptoid.
Oops.
There you go. All right. And
And
Clint's gonna go ahead and kind of move up behind you guys. All right. So Tybin, you're gonna go ahead and open that up.
Yep, I opened the door.
All right.
Slide the key card.
So you use that key card, open that door. Yep.
I want to roll a sense motive why Clint all of a sudden is following us and see if I can glean anything.
We're
Yeah, go
probably the
for it.
safest things to be around.
Probably wants to get out.
You have a feeling that Clint is very creeped out by that gray, and does not trust
Somniferous
him.
almond eyes.
Wait,
So
wait,
okay,
that gray specifically?
that gray specifically, yes,
So
it
that
does
gray is going back to blow up our ship. Gotcha.
does not like it. So okay, so as you guys are there, let me pull this up here, and you guys, as you're
Are all
opening this up,
dead.
Oh, that's what he meant by let us through.
Yeah.
so you guys see a bunch of Yosoki all kind of peeking their ways out, and they're like, "Go on through, guys. Nice doing business with you. You paid for protection from the best. We got your backs covered."
I walk through and, wave my hands a bit and go, yo.
Yep. So you're able to get up there. You can see ahead of you a little bit, and then everyone, when you're positioned at a point where you think you're pretty good for me to move on, let me know. And let me adjust the camera because I think we've come through here. So yeah, you had the pinch with the Yosoki, and there's a pile of them there. And you see the vents. It looks like there's more peeking up from the vents there as you guys are going through. Uh, so there you go. Okay, so who's gonna go ahead and move into this next section? All right, Tybin moves up. All right, so here's what you're able to see, and behind you, gonna go out like that. So, and the Yosoki all start jumping into the vents, and they say, you hear them say, we'll watch your back as they're moving in through the vents there. Camera ghouls are moving up. Clint's in there. So the camera ghouls are moving ahead here. All right, Cal. All right, so let's do this. Here we're gonna go. You guys are going two different directions, so
Oh, should we choose?
yep. So here's what we're gonna do. As you guys, so let's stop moving really quick for a second. So as you guys are doing this, we have a couple of people that are not really trying to hide right now. There's two Demai next to a crate there. And
Hey,
as
you're actually echoing real bad on my headset right now.
I'm echoing for you. Am I echoing
Nope,
for
now you're
anyone
better.
else?
You better.
Okay.
That was a
So
brief moment, just
okay. So there is I didn't see anyone rolling stealth checks, so I'm assuming no one's trying to be extra stealthy here. except Gustav now. So as you guys are kind of like walking around the corners, you see a couple of Demai there, and the Demai, notice you guys, and it is initiative. So go ahead and everybody start rolling me initiative.
Do I see any further to the right, or is that like a door there?
We'll cover that here in a second. Give me 1 second here. Okay, everyone gave me initiative here. Okay. So yeah, you see that there is a doorway to the right, past past that catwalk, and Ghost One, you are up.
Well, not much of good that does me, because I'm all the way in the back. I don't know about them.
Mhm.
So, I'll see if I can delay my action until I know what's going on.
Okay.
Well, he said to wait, so I didn't say anything. I was trying not to interrupt him. I would definitely tell everybody there's two creatures up here. Looks like they're sitting next to a
Yep.
crate waiting for us.
Yep. And that is one of the rooms you guys saw. So you can see the security camera, and I'll show this off over on the southern side of that room. You could see the security camera. So this is definitely the room that you guys saw that security footage from, or one of the rooms you saw security footage from. So Cal goes ahead and calls out that we've got hostiles over here. We've got we've got people over here. Um, so you guys know that there's something going on there, and they don't look friendly. They have weapons drawn. So did
Can
you
you
still
move
want
the
to?
initiative tracker up to Ghost?
I can. Let
It's on
me.
me right now.
Yep. Let me reset this here really quick. There you go.
Yep. Okay, we got hostels there. But yeah, I would have to push past everyone.
You
Yeah,
can.
can I still delay?
There's no penalty for moving past people. So
Fair enough. Hmm.
and
How
I
far would that be? Do we do like a 7.5 feet when you're moving diagonally?
yeah, typically what I do is I just do regular 5 foot movement. It's just easier. So
Okay,
I don't worry too much about the 7.5 foot movement.
5, 10, 15. Uh, that would be 20. That would be 20. Still getting probably partial cover behind Cal. We'll see.
Hmm.
And I'll try to unleash a uh, bo- 2 hits onto the number 2.
Okay, roll it.
Can you take 2 shots with moving as well?
No, actually no.
No,
That's a full.
1.
Yep, that's a full round
That's a
action.
full.
So you could
You're
do it
right.
as
Thanks,
you
Paul.
could do it as part of a trick shot though.
Okay, I'll do it as a part of a trick shot then. So yeah, pretty much pop out of nowhere behind Cal
Yep.
and take a shot.
So these guys have pistols and they're waiting around.
Nope, that's not
Okay, so it's just a regular shot. Luckily, they're
just a
not
regular
nearly
shot
as
then.
hard to hit as the drow though. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. What? Oh crap! What is the damage of the laser pistol azimuth? It doesn't
Uh,
say here.
it doesn't say damage on it.
Pretty sure it's a D4.
Um, that is so weird. How do you have something that does not have?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the items are edited compared to what they are in the actual armory or in the core rulebook.
Is it a D4? I think so.
Yep, it's 1d4.
Okay, let me add
I
that
can.
to the damage.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't know. I mean, they're all just copied from a parcel where I dragged everything in. So
Yeah, I don't
unless
know.
If you
unless
click them into the equipped state, it should show up on your actions,
I know that's where I was looking,
but
and it
there's no
didn't.
damage. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
weird. We'll take a look and see if we can fix it afterwards.
Okay.
So But yep, it's a D4. So okay,
And
4
max
damage.
damage.
Nice. So yeah, he's
Right.
actually pretty badly wounded by that one. So it's a nice heavy wound. So they're
Now,
gonna go ahead and take the one that you attacked is gonna go ahead and fire back. So, and we're gonna say, yeah, that's not gonna go through Cal's square, so it's got no cover. So it's gonna be a regular shot here. It does not hit. And gonna go ahead and use the movement to get behind that little box, which isn't gonna provide a lot of cover, but it'll maybe a little bit. Try to get back there a little bit. Tybin, you're up.
So I brush the dude and I stab him with my survival.
All right, awesome. All right, you
Yay.
hit. And 1 damage. Still, it's a nice flesh wound, but it's not life-threatening at all.
I
Gustav,
hold
you're
the
up.
finger.
Okay. That one's gonna have partial cover. That Demai one.
Yeah, but I think that was my full movement though. So
It's your full movement to get up there. Okay. All right. So you come running up this way. So we can go ahead and. All right. Got your stealth. And was that with the partial cover? Well, yeah, that still would have hit with partial cover still. Okay. All right. Yep. Demai one, damaged. Pretty badly wounded from that shot. And is going to focus on Tybin here, just because he's up close, and going to try to hit with that survival knife. And a 20 does hit. Not incredibly strong though, so only 1 point of damage. And Clint is just gonna move up just a little bit. And Captain, you are up.
Oh. When I move diagonal, how does that count for movement?
We're just gonna do 5 foot per. I'm not gonna count it against you guys at all. It's just a little bit easier for me to keep track of.
All right, I think I can get there then. And I will bluff this guy.
Okay. Roll your bluff. Okay. 19 does not make it.
Ooh, failed.
So, and that's going to be the end of your turn, correct? Dr. Gray, you are up.
So Dr. Gray moves up here and finds a wrench on the ground and flings it at Demai.
Yep, go for it. Oh, nat 20.
wow.
Dr. Gray's taking people out. Awesome.
if you can dodge a wrench, which you can't, you can dodge a ball.
Yep. Apparently not dodging wrenches or balls. Cal, you're up. All right, so Cal moves over to the other room.
And I guess I only get 1 shot. So
Okay. Barely missed. So you shoot just right over his shoulder.
where does it say I hit?
I thought it said it hit.
Did it say it hit?
It's a 10 versus a 10.
It gave the
Where-
check mark like it hit.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Where did you get the +1 to hit then?
I don't know. The only plus I have to hit is from combat tracking, and he doesn't have combat tracking on him.
You've got combat
'Cause-
tracking activated, though.
Yeah, but it requires a. Oh, no, I retyped it wrong. So it's a miss.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 10 would hit, but I saw a 9 come up. I didn't notice that +1.
It's a miss.
Okay, so yeah, a 9 misses. Okay, so that's the end of the round. Ghost 1, you are up. And these
Right.
guys are both pretty badly wounded here. They don't seem to be nearly putting up the fight the Drow do.
Okay, gonna move out and in front of Cal, kneel down on one knee to provide, that double level, pretty much exactly where the camera guy is now.
Okay. Here we can move the camera guy
Yeah.
up.
Thank you. Drop down to one knee and still go after number 2.
Okay. Here we're gonna move the camera ghouls up. They're gonna come up to get their close-ups. They want to see that carnage. Okay.
That's a fail. That's still a fail. Yep.
Yeah, it's 20 plus their CR, or is it just 20?
Yeah. 20 plus their CR.
Okay. So yep, that's well, no. What do you do for half CRs? They would be rounded up then, right? It'd have to be at least a 21, or
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, they would need to be a 21.
And it's a miss anyway.
Okay. So miss shot. Okay, Demai 2. Seeing everything that's going on here. Looking at the danger here, deciding that let's just go ahead and keep the focus on Tybin because he is the closest one, and we're gonna go ahead and take that off of you. We're gonna fire with the pistol though, which actually hits for 2 points of damage. So, and we're not going to be able to move. So, Tybin, you're up. You just got wounded. The Demai 2 pulled out a pistol, fired at you. You're unloading not very successfully on, with the survival knife on the Demai closer to you, and did not work out all that well. Slashing and missing.
I unload the clip of my survival knife on him.
Unload the clip of your survival knife, exactly. Gustav moves into the room.
I'm gonna fire right over Dr. Gray because he's short. So
Yeah, you can fire past Dr. Gray.
just a standard attack.
The only time I'd say it works all that much to get in your way is more if they're right in front of the person that you're trying to attack. But between you, probably not that big of a deal. Okay.
Join the missing operatives
Yep.
club.
All right. So Demai 1.
Woo! When does the champagne come?
Gonna go ahead, do that survival knife, and hits. Not a lot of damage here usually though. 1 point. All right. So Tybin. So basically, the Demai pulls out the knife, stabs into Tybin. Again, nicks and cuts. Not doing anything serious here. Clint moves up behind where you guys are at. And Captain, your turn.
Okay. Gonna go again on this guy. That's a little better.
There you go. Nice. And you can go ahead and drop your flat-footed effect on him. There you go. Dr. Gray, you
I'm
got
gonna
one.
rinse and repeat.
All right, go for it.
Oops.
Oops.
Nope. It does not work. Dr. Gray, you're struggling to pick up that wrench again. All right, Cal, you're up.
How tall is the ceiling?
Um, Probably about 15-foot ceilings in here. It's pretty tall room.
By the way, ghost in front of you is down to one knee, so you should have still a clean shot.
Yep.
Well, it should just fly up in the air, and
Okay.
so the combat tracking should work now. Unless I can shoot over his head if you're gonna. I mean, I thought it was just flare, or you be going down to one knee or whatever.
Either way, you can, if you want to fly up a little bit, or he said he specifically said when he moved there he was going to be down on one knee, so you've got a clear shot either way.
All right, well then I'll take two and miss with double force.
Double fours. So you guys are just blasting ammo at these guys to no
Doing
avail.
absolutely no good.
Yep, stormtrooping it up real good. Ghost one.
Great for the camera.
Yep,
They only
you
have
are up.
10.
There's lots of action going on though. The camera ghouls are loving this. They're swinging back and forth, watching the firefight go on. They're probably tossing in some of that security camera footage that's happening behind you. Ghost one, you're up.
All right, switching my aim from number 2 to number 1,
Okay.
and gonna let 2 shots out in pure stormtrooper fashion.
Pew pew. Go for it. There you go. One of them hit.
All right, one of them hit. That's good.
There you go. And you drop him. Nice. So the Demai one is down. Demai 2, seeing his ally go down, just screams in rage. And Demai 2 decides, screw getting the guy that's closer to me. I'm going to get you for killing my friend. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off Tybin. It's going to fire through, whoops, onto you, even though you're going to have partial cover. So, and miss. And that's it for that one. Tybin, you're up. So camera ghouls moving up here to get the zoom in, the gory finish. All right. And nice.
Because I just
And
execute him.
yep. There you go. You finish them off, just unload 2 right into them. Okay, so the Demai are done. We've got the stuff that's in this room. So again, the box there has are you guys, who's opening the box?
I will.
Okay.
That sounded menacing.
Yep.
Not too bad. So let me go over to the
Not
party
too
tracker.
bad.
Only 3d10 damage.
So,
Right, you'll survive this, no problem.
some of you guys were saying that you did not have melee weapons. There were 2 survival knives, so you guys might want to discuss who gets those. These guys had rations on them, small arm rounds. They had some semi-auto pistols, and S-Deck suits were their armor. So that's the equipment that they had. They had some credits on them. In the box, you have 2 healing serums, and you can distribute those how you want. So give me 1 second to pull those up.
I think I'd want an Aztec suit if nobody wants it. If you
I'm
feel
hoping
better
for a
about
knife.
what
I don't
have.
have any operative melee weapons, so I'm hoping for a knife.
Okay, so there's your 2 healing serums.
I'd like to replace the healing serum I used on Ghost.
Okay. And
I'll still got a couple, so he's good without hearing things.
all right, so so Cal, you said you wanted that armor, correct? The
I
Aztecs?
I gotta look it back up, but yeah, I think it's better than what I'm wearing.
Okay, so Cal's calling one of the Aztec suits. If someone else wants the other one, speak up.
How does it compare to the? Where's is there a
No,
list for the?
I don't want it.
It's pretty poor.
I would like a
Yeah.
knife myself.
So I'm better off with a second skin.
Yep.
Yep.
But-
It looks like it's just a. It says AC 10.
+1 to KAC.
It
Okay.
has one more upgrade slot.
So yeah, if you wanted armor upgrades, it's good for upgrades, but otherwise it's not going to be better than your armor.
But if somebody can carry it, we want to take it out so we can sell it.
Yeah, it's worth being sold. So survival knife. Gustav said he wanted a survival knife. Did someone else need a melee weapon that didn't have one?
I wouldn't mind having one.
Captain? Captain Gustav, anyone else? Or do you guys just want to grab them?
I'm
Alright.
gonna grab what 36. I'm gonna grab 12 small arm rounds.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are going to need them. They're burning through ammo here pretty quick. So,
Somebody should definitely take that serum of healing.
yeah. Ghost One has used a couple of his. I don't know if you have any more on you, do you?
Yeah, I was pretty much out. That was the main reason why I switched to the laser rifle. But I also, at the same time, the laser rifle seems to work pretty well here.
Okay.
So yeah, if you can decrease the number of the rounds to 24,
Sure.
because I don't want to drag one by one. Thanks.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, if you guys want to take rounds in bulk, let me know. And are you going to take that healing serum then?
Me?
Yep.
Ghost.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because you said you used up all of them, so.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So there's still rounds there. Did anyone else need small arm rounds at all? There's
I've
24.
only accidentally shot with it once.
Okay, there's still 24 rounds. If someone wants to take the 24 rounds, let me know, and I'll just set that to 0.
If no one else wants them, that's what I use.
Okay.
Why does my battery checks keep going up?
So there you go.
I've only reloaded twice.
Yeah, I personally can't carry anymore.
All right, see, these guys are full. So Ghost One's full. If there's anyone else that wants to start unloading stuff, there's still
Drag
the
the
field
bodies back.
rations, the armor, and the small tactical pistol. Healing serums are up there, so you guys have unloaded that. The ghouls get all their nice camera shots and start making their way back out. Just kind of circling around you guys, watching you guys scavenge the bodies.
Hey Clint, why don't you take these 2 suits of armor and this food? You're not doing anything else but walking around.
All right, yeah, Clint can help carry some stuff. He can pack Neil some stuff out. So he'll carry he'll carry what's left there if you guys don't have more. But he's also not incredibly strong, so he's not going to be able to carry a ton.
Well, he could equip one of the armors and the pistol just to defend himself if necessary.
He already has a suit on, and he has a
Oh,
weapon,
that's right,
so.
because we fought him, didn't we? Or
Yep.
we're going to fight him. So
Okay, so you guys can move over here. So let me switch over to the camera view. There we go. And move that over a little bit. Okay. So, do.
All right, taking bets. What do you think is behind the next door? I would say it's the freezing electric room.
So you guys can get yourselves positioned wherever you want. You got this catwalk that is suspended nicely above this really, really long fall. It's probably about 40 feet down to a flat, hard surface down below. You realize that falling off of this ledge could entirely be fatal. So
All right, so I tell everybody, wait, hold on a second. And while flying, I fly out and land on the bridge to see if it's going to support my weight, ready for it to collapse.
Okay. And let's cut it right there. So as you go and as you land, we are going to stop just a second for a commercial break. So if anyone needs to use the bathroom or do anything, we've got a little bit over an hour left here. So this is a good time to just take a couple minute break on there. So and we will
All
pick up
right.
here in just a second. Sweet. Okay. So I am back. Let's okay.
Oh man, had to get fresh coffee going because I'm just about to collapse. It's been a awful weekend.
Oh yeah. Uh,
Yeah. Unfortunately, I let my car registration expire last month
oh
because I was
no.
too busy working,
Yeah.
and the company that handles the cars around here towed my car in on the night of from Friday to Saturday. So yesterday, instead of doing whatever I was planning to do,
Oh
I was running around and getting my car back. And
yeah.
unfortunately, the only time slot they had available was like 5 p.m., which means that when I got my car, all the stations were already closed. So I still don't have my emission inspection. And
Oh
of
man.
course, today is Sunday, which means none of them were open.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to do this morning.
Yeah.
Find a place for an emission inspection so I could at least renew the registration online. But
Oh man, that's awful. Yeah, I just got done doing my registration.
Yep.
Uh, I,
Don't forget. Don't forget.
yeah, no, I was scrambling to try to get there because they were closed on Friday, so I was scrambling to try to get there Thursday at the end of the day and managed to get in just in time. So
Yep, good for you. It's really pain in the ass.
okay, so I have Dr. Gray back, I have Tybin back, I have Ghost One back. Still waiting on Gustav, Gellum, and Cal.
I'm back.
Cal's back.
Cal's back.
We never left.
Okay, everyone's there. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so let's do this. Bunch of dice going. Okay, Ghost One, you are the only one who happens to notice this. So I'm going to say this. As you see Cal start to land on there, you notice
From
that
way
just,
back there.
yep, you notice from way back there, by some miracle, that looking ahead, there's a pressure pad on that catwalk, and it's just a few feet ahead of Cal.
A few feet ahead, so Cal won't actually land on it.
No, she won't land on it, but she's going to get right next to that pressure pad.
Okay, pressure pad on the bridge right ahead of you.
And we'll actually, if you guys look carefully, you notice that it's actually hidden. So this is kind of a grating that you can see through, and you can actually pay attention. And one of the sections of grating that you can see through is actually, uh, it's got like a bunch of wires running under the grating on it. And if you put any pressure on it, it would be bad times. So the ghouls are kind of getting up there and getting all the close-ups of it.
Can you disarm the trap?
You can try. There is going to be some danger though. Cal, if you want, you can look at it and I can give you an idea of what it is, or you can just go for it and try to roll it.
So the pressure plate and the trap are in that last square,
Yep,
and Cal can fly.
Cal can fly. Yep.
Yep.
Hey Cal, why don't you try it from the other side?
Well, it could still explode.
It
Well,
is.
no, I'm assuming the
It's
bridge is going to fall if you fail.
Yeah.
So if you're
it's
on the ledge versus the bridge, you may not go down with it.
it
Like the
is a
explosives to make it fail.
so it,
Also,
looking. I'll do this. Looking at it, you can see it's rigged to explosives, and it is basically, it looks like what'll happen is if somebody steps on it or applies any pressure to it, the whole bridge is going to explode on that end. It's basically a cutting charge. It's designed to cut the bridge, and the whole walkway will dump everybody in there. So, you
Don't step on it.
yeah, don't apply any pressure to it, and it probably is a better idea if you can get around it. So, yep, you go ahead and
all right,
fly
move
fly
out of the
your way
way,
around
Cal.
it.
I mean, I can try an engineering check to try and disable it, but I could roll one. I've been rolling threes and twos and fours,
So you can
and
roll
then I
for
don't
it.
know how any of you are going to get across.
You
Yep,
need new dice.
you could roll for it, or you guys could make it a very tense situation, and you can, take 10 on it, or you could even take 20 on it. But taking 20 on it, you're pretty confident that a 10 on it would probably be enough to take care of it. It looks like it's rigged to kill, but it doesn't look like it's set up to be so incredibly difficult where it's far beyond your skill. Okay. So we've got an engineering check.
Go for it, Cal.
All right. So as you're sitting there, you go through and make the adjustments, you're clipping wires, and then all of a sudden, as you clip one of the wires, you hear a beep, and boom, it goes off. Luckily, though, because you weren't on that pathway, uh, it's not going to be taking the full brunt of the damage. You're going to take a little bit of damage. So we're going to just say you're going to take 1d6 of damage here. So 6 points, unfortunately. So you end up taking
I don't
6
get a
points.
reflex save or anything.
Well, it's actually a lot bigger trap than that. I'm just saying you're being
Oh,
careful.
so no.
Yeah, no, no. If sure, I'll give you a reflex save for half.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
It's
yeah.
it's actually a 3d6 trap, so I figured giving you a d6 was going to be better, knowing that you're going to be careful and on the other side. But yeah, no, it's basically just it blows up, and then you see the entire walkway. It doesn't completely sever it, but the entire walkway looks like it's not going to support a lot of weight at this point. So it's wrenched off to the side and barely hanging on by a little scrap of metal. But luckily, no one was on it,
Well,
so you guys didn't just fall to your death there.
yeah, I mean, everybody was cheering me on, so. I'm not strong enough to carry you across. Does anybody have a cable or anything I can shore up the bridge with?
Do you have any tools on you?
I could sticky bomb it.
Technically, that would work. I mean, that would get it to be
Well,
enough.
yeah, my I'm considered to have a mechanics, a toolkit, whatever, for anything that requires an engineering check.
Okay, then
But
you'd probably have enough. You'd probably have enough that you could spend a moment and get a quick weld on there, and get pull up that other side and shore it up. It might not be enough to make it hold forever, but you could just make a quick check, and we can get it to the point where it could support enough weight for maybe one person at a time to cross. Yep, that's more than enough. So you make a quick engineering check. You pull out a welder and you start putting on a big fat gob of metal on there and melt it on there, and you make it so that it's not perfectly straight and it's not going to support a ton of weight, but it'll definitely support one person at a time. And you barely missed that disarming it, so it was pretty close.
Well, I didn't even roll, so I don't know what it was. The original one was just to look at it.
Oh, well, that was just look at it. I thought it was a engineering check to disarm it. So.
No, I rolled it long before I even. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I
It
didn't
doesn't
notice it.
matter.
I just looked over
What
there
I'll
and
do,
I saw the engineering check.
I will, as they go across, I will keep my hands on everybody, and hopefully I can fly across with them and take their weight off,
Yep.
so that we get maybe a bonus to one at
So
a time or
there's
whatever.
there's room for 4 of you to go across. Anyone else would have to either be standing on that ledge. So you could actually have one person on that thing and then Cal flying, and that would let everyone kind of get over there. And one of the camera ghouls wants to be up there. So camera ghoul's going to take up. They're going to try to stay right at the corner there.
The camel ghouls can stay on the bridge. I fixed it for you.
I'll stay right here because you guys might need some room to maneuver in case there's anything on behind the door.
Okay, well then one of the camera ghouls will hang out on the bridge. Looks kind of, you know, concerned about the safety, but decides to just hang out there. All right,
Hey,
so
don't worry, mate. You're already dead.
there's a panel there, kind of like the ones you guys have encountered before. So it's not flashing any particular color, but it says swipe to unlock. So you can try one of your existing cards, or you can just try to hack it open. Um,
Swipe them
so
both.
so it's right over by Tybin right now.
Swipe left.
So
Probably that first red one that we found in the box, the room before this or whatever. That was the end of last game.
Well, I mean, just make
which
computers check to
which
try and.
yeah, which if you're gonna swipe a card, I need to know which card you want to swipe, and because you guys have several of them at this point. Or the if you're gonna make a computers check, just make a computers check to try to open the door. Either way.
I'll swipe the one from the box in the previous room.
Box in the previous room. Okay. You go ahead and swipe that one, and the door opens. So as the door opens, this is what you're seeing here. So let me kind of get that there, and we're going to. Ahead of you is a goblin, but he does not look exactly like the other goblins that you've encountered so far. He looks far, shall we say, meaner, more aggressive. He's a much larger, more imposing, menacing goblin than the ones you guys have seen before. And he looks up to you and he's like, "You have killed my crew! I'm gonna do you for that!" And with that, we are going to roll initiative.
Sorry, buddy. Swiping left.
Okay. And the goblin there. Oops. Hold on a second. We're going to set the initiative order back up to him. There we go.
He's fast.
So the goblin gets the jump on you. It looks like he's been kind of anxious and waiting. And we're going to go ahead and open up the rest of this room so you guys can see all of it and know where to maneuver. So this is the room that had the big arcing green cylinders in it, and you can see that they're just kind of like arcing with electricity. And behind that goblin is a gigantic red button. The goblin goes ahead and points his unstable junk laser at Tybin and fires it off. So there we go. And barely misses. And that is his action. Tybin, you're up. Okay. So you fire off your gun. You hit with one round. I'm going to roll this other d20 here for the other one. There's no jam though, so you just missed with the other one. So, Captain, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna make him flat-footed, but also I wonder if Dr. Gray could psionically push that red button.
No, I don't have telekinesis.
You were throwing stuff though, right?
I could throw something at it, but that's
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe that could be a thing. Well, okay. Either way, I'm gonna.
Okay. So, yep, that'll go ahead and work. So you got him flat-footed. Go ahead and apply your flat-footed to him. And Dr. Gray, you are up. So the goblin looks extremely confused as the captain is throwing some wicked lies his way, and it's up to you now.
well, actually, yeah, it's an interesting idea. Like, how hard would it be to throw something at that red button and maybe activate it?
Activate it, it's a possibility. Damage it is a possibility. So I would just roll a percentile, and we'll see which one it actually is. If you do it hard enough to hit it, I mean you'd have to hit it first of all, and then if you rolled an attack roll and it hit, I just roll to see if it did enough damage to actually damage it, or if it didn't and it just activated it.
Yeah, I don't think we want to damage it.
Yeah, probably not for the.
I will daze him instead.
Okay. So he goes ahead and succeeds on his save. Got a 19. on his save. So he saves against the daze. Cal, you're up. Cal moves up
She's gonna move up and take a shot.
and takes a shot at the goblin.
Come on, 2. Oh, I
No.
got a 4 again.
No. Why does it say defensive effect -2? Oh, the defense of the goblin is -2. Okay. All right. So Clint is moving up, but staying towards the back. Gustav, you're up. You're around the corner, so you don't see him very well. But you could peek out from the corner there, or move up. There you go. You moved up. Nat 1. So no,
Not
you're
very stealthy.
not pulling off the stealth very well.
But I am gonna kind of take a knee when I do this, so people can shoot over the back of me next round.
Yep. Taking a knee. All right. And with an 11, you didn't have the goblin targeted, but I don't
Nope,
think
when I moved it, untargeted it.
that actually hits him. Nope, that does not.
Okay.
Ghost one in the back. It is your turn. Now there's
All right.
there's a camera ghoul standing on that walkway, so you can't actually get through that walkway right now.
Fair enough. Can I get a shot between them at the goblin?
You
Probably
know,
very
I
difficult.
I'm
That's gonna be like
well here.
total cover.
Okay, so here's what I would say. You could possibly get across that by doing maybe an acrobatics check to kind of flip through and not apply your weight. So you're not like leaning your whole weight on it. You're kind of balancing across it. We could say you could try to make an acrobatics check to get around the cameraman and get through there without putting too much stress on that platform. But no, I'm going to say shooting through 4 people is to hit the goblin, and the goblin's not very big in the first place. That's going to be a
Yeah,
little bit too much.
that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. So what I'm gonna do, that's 5 feet from
It's
beginning at my square, 10 feet that square
it's
ahead of me,
it's a
then
20-foot
jump.
it's a 20-foot jump across all of it. Yep.
Yeah, I can do that easily.
Okay. Yeah, make a athletics check.
All right, so here it comes. So that's a +8 enhancement bonus to athletics check.
Uh-huh. Okay. 17.
Right. And double that.
Okay. So let me pull that up here. I have athletics. I don't know the exact distance it goes each time.
So this will be actual result is 32.
So 32 feet is how far you could jump?
Yep.
Okay, well that's more than enough. How far do you want to jump it?
Um, oh, I
You
cannot
could.
probably make it. Yeah, just to that empty square.
Yep.
Besides heaven.
Yep. Go for it. So you basically step back a little bit, you make a run, and then as you leap into the air, these like rocket boosters kind of blast off from behind you and rocket jump you forward, and you land right in that empty square. Nice. Okay.
Yep.
And that technically would
Yeah.
just be your regular movement though, right?
Yes, it
So
really is.
so you could still act. So
As
there you go.
part of the move action. Yep.
Yep.
So I'll shoot that goblin square in the face.
Go
Does
for
he
it.
still have
Please
a
do.
partial cover because Cal in front of me?
No, I usually put the partial cover if like someone's standing in front of the goblin.
I,
Shooting around the person in front of you is usually not too difficult.
Fair enough. We'll do that. Um, I'll say he wasn't expecting that, so I'll try to roll the stealth.
Yeah, go for it. I would definitely say that you could get a surprise attack off by jumping 30 something feet, landing there, and getting it off. All right. Yep.
All right. And with the laser
So,
pistol,
what? Oh yeah,
yep.
okay. So that does a CR too. So yep, good.
Okay, that just hits the mark.
Yep.
And it's a miss.
Oh, it's a miss.
Oh well.
Unfortunately.
So just so you know, the new actions tab, you can set up trick attack, and it will automatically look up the CR of whoever you're attacking and report whether or not it's a success.
Oh, can I really?
Yeah, nice. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to get a bunch of those set up. I was looking over the changes earlier this morning. It looks like it'll be pretty cool.
That's nice. Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end of my action and turn.
All right. So the goblin seems less than impressed with all of you. He just looks around and he's like, "You think you're so big. I'll show you what's big." And then he just goes out and just starts unloading his junk laser on you. So we're going to do a double shot here. So we're going to target Tybin and Gustav. He basically just starts blasting his laser out and taking pot shots at both of you. But we're going to give him a -4 modifier. Oh! And got a crit on Tybin and hits Gustav. Just unloading full auto onto you guys. So we're going to do this damage here. Luckily it's not the best, but
He got me.
you guys got hit pretty badly. So that's 5 points of damage to Gustav.
And Tyven goes down.
Tybin goes down, and Tybin is technically on fire and burning. And the goblin cackles.
No!
The
I
goblin
remember this weapon.
cackles madly as he just loves the thrill of taking you guys down. So there's that. All right. So Tybin, you're down. Do you have the resolve to spend to get yourself to stand up or get yourself stabilized?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
So all right. So you stabilize.
I am still burning.
And you're still burning though, so we could say as you stabilize, hopefully someone can get that on you. I'm not going to apply that burning effect right now, although I think it did just do that. So yeah, so you got that. So you're still on fire, so someone will have to put you out, but we will you've got stable, unconscious, and prone. Yeah, so we should probably leave all of those on. Captain, it's your turn. Tybin in front of you is down and on fire, but
All right.
he's stable.
So is it a full action for me to put him out?
Well, let's say this. You could probably, as an action, apply a healing serum to him and put the fire out. We could say you could probably
Okay.
get all of that done in a round if
All
you
right,
wanted
let's
to
do
do
that
both.
then.
So you go ahead and start healing him up, and we're gonna go ahead and take that flat-footed off of the goblin. So let me pop on that. His clever feint is off, so he's no longer flat-footed. All right, so you've gone ahead and done that. We will remove burning. So Tybin is not burning anymore. And you can roll a d8 for your healing serum, and we can apply that to him as health. 8! Wow, nice. Tybin, you're feeling a lot better.
Fantastic.
All right, Dr. Gray.
Besides not being.
So is Dr. Gray able to see the space goblin well enough to fling something
Yep,
in there?
definitely.
What kind of cover?
No, you don't have to roll any cover for him. I only do the cover if he's got someone like standing in front of him.
Okay. I flung something, but I missed.
Yep, no big deal. Cal, you're up. You saw that the goblin just kind of mow down a couple of people with his laser too. So, um,
Well, if it's full auto or something, whatever he did, then he's going to have to reload.
mhm.
I'm going to try and put 2 in his face and hope I don't roll fucking 4s.
There you go. Nope,
No, 6s and 9s.
nope. Sixes and nines though are not enough. Okay, Clint is staying back. Gustav, you're up. That hurt pretty bad. You're still doing okay though.
Not on fire, huh?
No, you did not get on fire. You didn't get the critical. Okay, pulling off a trick shot. So you roll your stealth, got a 20. That is not going to be enough to get your bonus. 13 misses.
Now, he is still flat footed during that attack, so if
Nope.
you don't apply flat footed, you won't get the bonus.
No, he's not flat-footed because flat-footed. He failed on the stealth check, and uh, uh, he didn't get flat-footed from the captain either because the captain used his turn to heal up Tybin. So he
Yep.
wouldn't get.
I'll read trick attack again.
I thought they had to succeed on it in order to get the flat-footed.
I thought that was because, well, like I said, I'll read it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the flat-footed kept coming from the captain, and he didn't do it this round.
It was.
Yeah.
I've never applied trick attack or flat-footed from trick attack before, so
Yeah, trick attack, you have to succeed on the trick attack, which is 20 plus the target CR, in order to apply the additional damage and the extra effects.
Yep. So
there is actually an effect. I've never used an effect. I've just added the extra damage.
You can put him flat-footed, you can put him off target, you can, and there's a number of additional effects as you progress that you can apply.
So he's the space goblin honcho head that we're dealing with here. He's a CR2, so it's going to be a 22 difficulty to apply effects to him. So
All right, well, I'll try. If I may.
go for it. All right, 26. That definitely works.
That definitely works, but guess what? I know I'm gonna miss.
Everybody's so good at flourishing their attacks, just not landing them.
Oh yeah.
And every once in a while, you guys get lucky. You've been stormtroopering it up pretty good. There you go. That hits.
Hit! My first one
See,
today.
it's like a double negative. You told it wasn't going to happen, so it did.
Yeah, the dice are like, I'll prove you wrong. You can hit.
Yep.
Give you this one.
That's that. Okay, so that's a D4 for regular damage and a D4 on top of that for the.
All right, so you burn them pretty good on that one, and then you get a D4 for the trick attack damage too, which is an extra 1.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and place that on him. He looks pretty badly wounded. He's not exactly bloodied, but you put a good hurt into him. Burn a nice hole into him, that's for sure.
But you're right. It does give him flat-footed when you use trick attack like that.
Yep.
Okay,
And now he's flat-footed.
We'll turn on flat-footed then. So
Well, and at later levels, they're flat-footed to your attack, regardless. Yeah. So. Yeah.
okay,
Just not at first level.
okay, perfect. So go ahead and hit next actor when you're all done there. All right, top of the round. Space Goblin. He goes, curse you! And decides he's going to not go after the two he was going for before, and he's going to try to the same thing where he's going to double blast you guys. full auto mode, so he's going for Cal and Ghost One.
Yep, he's switching left, right.
Oh, and one of them is a 1. So the
Ruh-roh.
attack on Ghost 1 hits, but the attack on Cal, the gun starts to fizzle and shake and whistle and starts letting out a beep 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 beep, and he goes, "Ah," and he's holding on to this laser looking at it as it starts to like charge up, and you see electricity just arcing around all of it, and it's making this this high-pitched beeping sound. So we're going to go and roll that damage. Should just be a d4 plus 2. So 6 points to Ghost 1, which you soak up all of that. And we move on.
Something's gonna blow.
Alright, I'll stand up from prone.
Okay.
I also kind of want to run away because I don't want him to throw it at us.
So please take the unconscious
Yep.
effect off of him as well.
Yep.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
And we could take stable off too,
Stable,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you stand up. So that's part of your movement there. You can move in close onto him. You can try to move away, but you got a camera ghoul kind of blocking you from behind.
Everyone makes sacrifices.
There you go.
Oh God.
Move forward. Oh, nice. You land a vicious hit on him. Digging into him. And with that one, you see blood just pouring out of his gut as you dig the knife in. He's like, ah, 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 and he just looks at you, just grunting. Captain, you're up.
All right, when they do their trick attacks, is that flat-footed just to them, or is that flat-footed to the whole group?
I don't know. Do you guys happen to know if that makes him flat-footed to everybody or just you guys?
Just says it makes them flat-footed.
Okay, we'll say flat-footed to everyone until their next.
The target becomes flat-footed. Yeah, so probably.
Yeah.
Well then, I could possibly get a shot. There's 2 guys between me and him though. Not really looking forward to going to a room full of electricity and a button that I don't know what the button does.
YOLO it, man. I mean, you can all just go around the goblin. He's only got like a gun that's arcing with electricity and looks like it's unstable and about to explode at any second. Eh.
Can I intimidate him and demoralize him? I mean, he's in a very bad shape right now.
Yeah, you could try to demoralize him. You wanna do that? Let's see. For your intimidate.
All right then.
More
Oh,
strength into
man.
will.
Okay. You're basically, you tell him, your mother was a goblin. He's like, yeah, so, and he's pretty much just not
And
hearing.
then he's like, "Your mother was a goblin," and you're like, "Oh."
Yeah, he's not hearing any of it. Whatever you came up with to intimidate him, definitely was not intimidating. That natural 1, in fact, I think he's even more convinced he's going to beat you up now.
Oh boy.
Dr. Gray, you're up.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of concerned for Tybin there.
I think the button activates all the pylons and it'll kill
I'm
us
more
all.
worried about the thing that's going to explode right in front of you.
That too.
Can you drag stuff out of people's hands and throw it?
Well, so I don't have a lot of good options here. I'm gonna go ahead and fling another like tool at this goblin, and
I was going to say you can. We had discussed that one before, if you remember. You can actually ready your telekinesis, so if something gets flung your way, you can redirect it.
oh yeah, let's do that. I'll just go ahead and ready my action in case he throws that gun in this direction.
Yep. So,
I
all
forgot
right.
about that.
Yep, you're readying that one. So that means Cal, it's your turn.
Cal might have to reload here. Just kidding. And does he have cover? Because he's closer to him than he is to me.
I would say no. I'd say you can go ahead and hit him there without cover. You're barely
Well, because I
crossing
mean,
the.
I can step in.
You can, yeah. You definitely don't have any cover there. That's fine. 5 foot step and do that. Okay. Yeah. Because the goblin is flat-footed, that hits.
Well, I'll be goddamned. Here comes a 1.
Boom.
4.
Oh, and he's pretty badly wounded now. You just unleash on him. Clint is hanging out in the back. Gustav, you're up. All right, let me roll a d20 here for your pistol. It is not jammed, but you did miss with one. You hit with the other. Roll your damage. Okay. 2 more points of damage. You fire into the goblin. Just, you know, uh, taking him down a notch. Ghost one, you're up.
Okay.
So that goblin's looking pretty
He's gonna.
badly wounded.
Yeah, he's gonna have a partial cover now because of Tybon, at least.
Hmm.
I can move on the same level with Gustav, but I'll still consider that a partial cover because
Yeah.
I'm definitely going through Tybon's square.
Yep. Okay.
And full round attack, 2 shots.
Can't move and shoot.
Yeah, you could move up.
Twice.
You could move up next to Cal and get no partial cover and with a single shot, or you could take the shot from back where you were and have the partial cover, but
Yeah,
get a
I'll
double.
take the shot from back where I was in that case. Yeah,
Okay.
just gonna do that.
There you go. Nice. So again, because of the flat-footed, they hit. Actually, that's a question. Is he flat-footed? If you didn't, he wouldn't be flat-footed now, right? So I think only one of those hits because it was flat-footed from your last turn, and this is a new turn. So
Right. Yeah.
yep.
I guess. Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and turn his flat-footed
So
off.
yep.
So
Do that and
are you using kinetic or energy?
energy.
Energy. Okay. As energy is 14, so one of those hit, one of them didn't. So just roll
Fair enough.
roll one damage. If it ends up rolling two, we'll adjust it. There you go. Okay. So yep,
All right. That's that.
there you go. So you guys are wounding him down, just blast after blast after blast, and the goblin is just, holding on there. All right. And he cackles madly as he takes his laser and flings it at you.
Is that since
Yeah,
that's
I'll
the
try
ranged
and
attack?
deflect it back.
Okay.
Actually, I was wondering, could I use my reaction on it?
Deflect it down the hole.
Can you use your reaction on attacking him? Sure.
Yeah.
You could go ahead and make an attack of opportunity as he flings that laser. You hit. Roll your damage. All right.
Got him.
So you go ahead
That
and
means
you plunge a knife into his gut, and he flings the junk laser. And as he flings the junk laser, Dr. Gray, you've got
Yeah,
it.
what do I need to roll?
What do you do here? You
Well,
don't.
I try to fling it. I try
Yeah,
to
it's
fling
just
it back behind him to deflect it. I mean, I want to move it away from Tywin.
okay. Just roll just a d20, and you're gonna say what direction. Yep, 16. You can put it anywhere in that room you want.
Yeah, so basically that diagonally behind the goblin.
Okay. You end
Effectively.
up throwing it up into that corner. It explodes. Tybin, you've got your knife embedded into the goblin's guts, and you just watch the life drain from his eyes as you off him. Everyone is safe. The weapon has exploded out of harm's way from everybody, and the camera ghouls rush in and get kind of their gore shots of everything happening here, and that is it. Yeah, you guys have finished that off. There is the big red button on the wall, and there is the stuff in this room. So what do you guys want to do?
Don't push the button yet.
Yeah.
What's on the
Come on,
corpse?
come on,
Yeah,
push
I guess
push the
search the
button.
corpse.
Search the
Search the
corpse.
corpse, go outside the
Okay.
room, and then push the button outside the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
agree
this
with the idea.
okay, this guy had an incendiary grenade on him, a couple of batteries, and a lot of credits. This was the guy who was apparently the boss of all the goblins that you guys have killed on this path so far. So most of it's a cred stick with 700 credits on it. The rest of it's a couple of batteries and incendiary grenade. His junk laser exploded. His armor is pretty tattered goblin stuff, so not really worth anything. So if anyone wants, they can grab those batteries. If anyone wants, they can grab that grenade, and then you
I'll
guys
take the
can.
grenade if nobody wants it.
I was gonna say if anybody's still got carrying capacity, we could just take the stuff to sell.
Well,
could just
the rest, so the suits that are in there, the rations and the semi-auto pistol are all on Clint, if you guys remember. He was kind of carrying that stuff for you.
Yep. The
So
grenade
Cool.
and the grenade was all that was on the goblin, I
there you
guess.
go. Okay. So you guys have gotten all that. So position yourselves where you want to be when you press the button. So I don't know who's going to be the brave
So
one that
so
presses
here
the button.
here's an idea. If we all cross one at a time, and then I don't know if you'd want to, but Cal can fly. So if Cal pushed the button and flew, Cal would have the least chance of falling in the pit. But it's up to
I'm
whoever
not
wants
worried
to do
about
it.
falling in the pit. I'm worried about the whole fucking room exploding when I push the button.
So do we remember exactly what he said when he said pushing the button? And if we Zoe or whatever his name was.
It will fry anyone who would follow us.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, if they follow us from a single room, that doesn't seem very.
I don't know who moves the fastest. Then I guess.
I think we don't trust Zoe, and I think he wanted us to all be in that room and he's just going to electrocute us. But then again, like, seems super obvious. So I don't know.
I guess that would make sense why no one survived.
The clock
On the
is
other
ticking.
on the other hand, can we get that door open, or does maybe the button activate the door at the same time where the supplies are?
What will they do next?
Hey, let's go get that reptile woman.
So all right. So no one's in that room now.
Other than the camera ghoul.
There's a camera
Captain.
ghoul there waiting to see who's going to press the button. So who's going to be the one that presses the button?
Are
Captain.
you guys
Or
ready?
are you guys going to go
Ready.
for it?
I push the button.
You push the button.
Oh man.
Actually,
Alright.
I do a little dance, flutter my wings, little moonwalk, and then I walk over and push the button.
Congratulations! You have won your prize! Now you've got 3 minutes to get out of here before the whole place explodes! Have a great trip!
And with that,
Nice.
you hear all the rooms go to full red lighting, and you guys can start running. Gustav, you're up there. So those
Four
platforms,
times.
those platforms that you guys are on, are they the boxes are on these levitating platforms. So there's essentially 6 boxes each, and we're gonna go ahead and move the camera over to where you guys are at. Now, behind you though, the wall starts opening.
Which wall?
The
The
big
one
door.
that he couldn't show us.
The one behind you that I couldn't show you before, you now see
Oh.
this big steel door starts opening up, sliding up, and as you see it slide up, beyond there is da, 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 da.
Captain, where are you?
Well, if we don't have to wait while you're revealing it, I'm gonna start pushing the
Yep.
little hover things down the hallway.
Crap.
There you go.
And Hobgoblin?
We'll avenge the captain.
All the grenades.
Yeah.
The goblins are all screaming at you, and everybody roll initiative. So here's how it works. You can grab a box and start moving out, or you guys can fight these out, or one of you can slowly maglev them out. The maglev is going to roll all the boxes 3 feet. So you can each carry a box if you want and move your
3
full.
feet?
Sorry, I'm sorry. 3 squares. They'll move them
Oh,
3
okay, I was
squares
like,
every time.
It's like a
And
payload.
and you guys
we're
can
gonna die.
you guys can take cover behind those boxes. So you've got partial cover behind those boxes. So if you guys want, let me know if you want to move the whole thing, and we can move it 3 feet towards the exit. All right, everyone has their initiative rolled. Let me roll the initiative for the goblins here. There
Are we
we
going
go.
long, or is this?
So, yep. So the goblins are sitting there. Uh, we could probably make it through this. I don't think it'll take all that long.
With the way I'm
Do,
rolling.
do, do you guys want to end it here and leave it at that, or you guys want to try to rush this out?
Let's rush it out.
I'm good to keep going. So
Yeah.
You can try a hand grenade.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have a grenade, and those goblins aren't too terribly tough. So
We all throw our grenades and then we shoot them.
okay. So according to initiative here, I think it's gonna end up being Ghost 1 starts off. And we did get initiative from everybody, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing initiative from? There we go. Cal's initiative. Okay. Ghost 1, you are up.
All right. I'll have to move up to the crates to actually activate the maglev, right?
Okay, so as a reminder, yes, you can move up to the crates to activate the maglev. You were told if you hit a button that was at your ship, everything essentially in these hallways would be destroyed. So that is the option, is to get out there and hit that button. So you don't necessarily have to defeat these guys. You just have to get everything out.
Right. Yep. So all we have to do is get it out, hold them back. We don't
Mhm.
need to kill them, and then hit the button, and they'll just be killed.
Yep. So just don't. I'll go ahead and move the boxes, so you guys don't need to worry
Yep,
about
do
moving the
that.
boxes unless you guys were gonna run them one at a time.
No,
So
I'm gonna move them all together.
okay.
Or we could make Clint do that because he's a non-combatant.
Yeah,
Uh,
Clint can go ahead and move one of them
To
if you guys
us.
want.
Well, no, I mean, can Clint use the maglev?
Yeah, it just operates the maglev. You could have him just basically just hiding behind the thing and operating one of the maglevs. There's two actual maglevs. They're split up into groups of 6. So there's the top 6 and then the bottom 6.
Okay.
I didn't know that. So yeah.
Have him
okay,
have him
that's
grab
good.
one and
Okay. So he's gonna go ahead and do that and start working that out. So we're gonna go ahead. The boxes, as he's starting to move along there, the boxes are shifting along like that. So he and Tybin both have cover right now.
Where are we bringing these to?
Our
Out the
ship?
airlock to your ship.
which
And-
was our where we entered.
Yep.
No, which was
Yeah, it's where you
all the
entered.
way back to the beginning.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and turn
For
the
some
gray
reason, I
on.
thought we were going out the doorway behind the goblins, but okay.
Yeah, if you look up where the gray is at, he's at where the room where he entered in, and that room where it says airlock, that's going to take you into the cargo hold where the ship is. So basically, outside of that door, there is a big button. You hit it, everything inside of here gets nuked.
fair enough. Good. Okay, so yeah, let's give Clint the room to maneuver them out. I will start shooting at the goblins to keep them busy while he's doing that.
Okay, you shooting at goblins or are you shooting at hobgoblin? Who are you shooting at?
Now the goblins in front.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pick random one. Separator 4.
Okay.
And that's gonna be two shots.
Make sure you have them targeted too.
Yep. Miss.
Miss.
All right.
So you're firing at them. Gustav, you're up. Now you see.
Okay, I haven't used a grenade. What kind of range do I have with a grenade?
20.
Yeah, 30. So
Oh, 30? Cool.
is it 30?
I think the radius is what's 20 feet. Or the,
It'd be based on your strength or something for how far you can throw.
Let me. I've got the equipment here. Let me look it up really quick.
And then, like you said, you can't break movement up either. Like you have to move and attack, or attack and move.
Yep, there's a
Correct.
feat that lets you do that. So
It says range 20 incendiary grenade. Pretty sure
Okay.
the whole thing
Nope.
in the core rulebook says 20 feet.
yep, 20 feet then.
So, like on
Mhm.
a frag grenade, it'd be 20 feet.
Yep, so you
Right.
could throw.
Or -2 up to 40 feet, or -4 up to 60 feet.
Yep, so it's basically every
And you
20.
will only have to roll 5 to hit a square.
Yep. An intersection. Of four
Okay,
squares.
so if I wanted to drop one between Zappinator 2 and Zappinator 3,
You could drop
I'd be at
one
a
if
-2.
yeah. So yep, you're no yeah 40 feet. So you'd be at a -2 to drop it right there, and you could drop it to the point where it would hit all the goblins at one. Because you can, it'll go. It basically, if you hit that intersection, it'll go 10 feet in all directions. It'll hit everybody. So apply your -2 and roll it. It's just going to be a dexterity check. There you go. The hits.
Okay. And then
You can actually, if you target all of them, just control click on all of them. There you go. And then roll damage.
Wait, are you attacking yourself?
Make sure you're not selecting yourself. There you go.
okay, and then what's the damage for the frag grenade?
1d6.
It looks like, yep, 1d6 piercing.
Piercing.
No.
Does the grenade have it? Okay, great. Six damage to all of them. I can do that.
So I picked it up and it dropped prematurely and gave me a 6. That's what the no was about. And then I went to pick it again and somehow it rolled 2. Jeez.
Okay, so we're gonna do one goblin down, two goblins down, three goblins down, four goblins down, one well-placed grenade. You have just killed all the goblins and wounded the hobgoblin trooper. They had exactly 6 health.
There you go, guys.
Nice
Yeah,
job.
see, there we go.
Nice toss.
Nice toss.
Because I'm probably going to switch over to a longer range weapon, I'm going to use my move then as well.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And then next round, I'll draw my rifle.
Okay. So Clint is up and he starts moving this container full of stuff here up the path, and you hear
2 minutes, 30 seconds till everything explodes!
so there you go. You guys got 2 minutes 30 seconds till everything goes off anyway. And that's Clint moving that stuff out. Dr. Gray, you're up.
I'm trying to figure out, can we get? Looks like we've got some congestion here as far as moving boxes. I'd like to move them out as best possible.
If Cal's willing, you can kind of move Cal out of the way when you move the boxes. That's fine. You- yeah, there you go. So you go ahead and operate the other maglev. Yep, and get those up there. Start the choo-choo train and use your movement to get over there. There you go. Okay, the hobgoblin. Uh, he is going to try to attack Gustav. Gustav is kind of far away though, so let me just double check this really quick.
I am 70 currently.
Yeah, I don't know what the it's not. There we go. Let's see, 120 feet. So yep, no issues on the range on it. So Gustav is targeted. He's firing his laser rifle at you. He hits. It's gonna get you back some of that. 7 points, and you are now wounded. That's a pretty significant wound to you. And he's gotten that payback, and then he's gonna go ahead and move up. And he cackles madly. Captain, you're up.
I suppose I should move one of these grab lobs, probably the front one.
No,
Yeah, Clint.
they've already.
Yeah,
Dr. Gray's got one, and Clint's got the other.
Yep,
Can't we
they've got.
both?
So
How do
you
move
can.
them?
Well,
You
no,
just activate them and they slide.
Yep, you activate
Yeah,
them,
but
then they
can I take
follow
it on
you.
my turn?
Well, no, you can't because it can only move so fast. So
Okay.
they've already got
Okay.
them activated. So you can
You take
focus.
it.
You can focus
Okay,
on this
okay.
guy either shooting him or getting him flat-footed or. But yeah, as far as
Okay. I just didn't know that like they have their own turn. I guess that makes sense.
yep.
He's kind of far away. But yeah, I can probably move forward and then make him flat-footed.
Yep.
Try something like your mother was a hamster.
And your father smelled of elderberries.
Yep.
Putting yourself right in harm's way. That's very brave of you, Captain. So as you get up closer there.
Every once in a while.
All right. And you definitely get him flat-footed. Cal, you are up. The hobgoblin is flat-footed. Oh, nice.
-2, maybe I'll hit.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely hit on one of those.
Come on, 8. Nope.
Nice. That hobgoblin's pretty badly wounded, though.
All
I was
right.
thinking about trying to run over into the control room as soon as you guys got past the stairs and then reactivate the traps just to see if he'd blow up.
Okay. Tybin goes prone. Fires a shot off. Misses. The gray is still waiting for you guys to show up. And that is the end of the round. Top of the round, Ghost 1.
Take aim and
A nice
hit.
double shot. Hit on
Double
both.
shot.
That flat-footed helps. Roll your double damage. 3. Okay, that's 1. And 2. 5 points. Nice. Yeah, you leave 2 nice bloody wounds right in him. He seems to be pretty badly hurt at this point. Gustav, you're up.
Mm,
Okay. There you go. Pull out the
Nice.
sniper rifle. 9 points of damage and dropped him with the sniper rifle. Nice.
and I'm gonna use my movement to run up and start rifling through the bodies because we've got a time limit.
So you guys can. That's hilarious. All right, you guys have gone ahead and I will give you the loot from this. You guys can go ahead and move the. You don't need to worry about the crates. We'll just say that you can get them out with plenty of time now. And boom, there you go. There's the gear that they had: sticky bomb, tack lash, Lashunta ringwear, laser rifle, a bunch of batteries, or what you have extra, and a bunch of credits. So yeah, you guys are able to go ahead and get your cargo loaded up to your ship. You managed to kill everyone, put on a pretty good show, and you guys hear over the loudspeaker.
There we have it! With nearly a photo finish! They're getting the rewards on their ship, and as we really hoped, they're getting away winners! Yeah! Well, congratulations, guys. I hope that nothing really bad happens to you from here on out, and that, you have a nice, safe trip, and that you enjoy your reward, and that nothing bad happens to you between you and your ships. Yeah, thanks. Have a good one. Congratulations.
And that's pretty much it. As you
Wave to the
guys,
cameras.
yep, as you guys are heading your way out. All right. So
Yeah, I wanna check for anything the gray left on the ship or anything out of place.
He hasn't
well,
gotten on
the gray
ship yet.
didn't the gray didn't get to the ship. The gray is still waiting there because you guys have to open that door. So, but that's it.
You better trust him implicitly, Dr. Gray. Because the first time he fucks us, it's coming at you, buddy.
Well, I doubt I'll be the first one he fucks.
Well,
I don't know.
So
There's telekinesis involved.
Yep, Clint, the camera ghouls follow you out. You guys go open up the pathway out, and that's essentially it. That is your exit onto your ship. The gray kind of looks at you all and very unnerving. He's not communicating with any of you, though he doesn't seem to be opposed to communicating with Dr. Gray.
Ooh, we're lesser life forms.
yeah, you better learn to respect.
What's your name?
My name is Steven.
Oh no!
Well met, Steven.
He's like, and why do you associate with these lesser creatures?
Well, that's a tale for another time.
Yes, indeed. Let's be off of this planet. I tire of it. And as you guys open the door, you are able to head out and load everything onto your ship. So you guys now have Stephen Gray, who is tagging along with you, and Clint. They will tag along on the ship and get everything loaded up. So now begins the fun. You guys are going to have to make your checks to replace parts, and get everything, fixed up on your way over to the starting point of your relay race. So congratulations. There we go. Like I said, I thought we could probably get that done in the couple of minutes that we had. So it is 2 o'clock Eastern, and we are done for the day. So good point. All right, awesome. So congratulations, everybody. I will let you guys know that you have leveled up.
Woohoo!
You've got.
Level 2.
We're gonna say all the stuff that's in the party sheet that can just be kept on the ship right now. So if there's anything that you guys wanted to sell off, go ahead and you can empty that onto that. I think you guys can drag stuff onto the party sheet, correct?
Yeah, I think it can.
Yep.
Yeah. So anything that you guys wanted to sell off and you don't particularly want to use, you're just wanting to get rid of, put it on there. And then if anybody sees something on there that they would like to keep on their person for some reason, you can go ahead and make use of something on there. But yeah, feel free to throw anything that needs to be sold on there, and you guys can use that as basically the inventory that's on your ship. We also have experience, so I'm going to award that now. I've got one other one to put on here, so it's for session 3 complete. And we're going to award the experience. So you have your experience from session 1, your misinformation campaign from session 1, session 2 and session 3 complete, and your combat experience brings everybody up to 1,963 experience, which, if I remember, should be enough that you guys get to level 2, right?
Yes.
How much is needed for 3?
I'm pulling that up right now. I think, where is level and advancement? There we go. 1,300 for level 2, 3,300 for level 3. So you guys are more than halfway to level 3. So.
You can leave the server up.
Yep, I will leave the server up so you guys can get to there, and that will be the end of our stream. So,
All right.
yeah,
Well,
very good. Thank you, everybody. It was
thank you, everybody.
Thank
Lot-
you.
Thank you to our 2 viewers, one of which is me.
Yep, I will go ahead and turn that off here, and then you guys can feel free to chat around and ask questions and do any leveling up you want to do now. I'll leave it up for a while too, so you guys have access to it. All right. So yeah,
All
thanks
right.
everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.